All right, we are finally live, and Caden has run away. He's eager to get away from this movie. Caden, you have to watch this movie with everyone else. That's what you signed up for.
Dang it! By the way, get Alex's merch. Go to his store and buy it now.
Hey.
Yeah, I can put the link to my merch store in the chat real quick. Just a sec, because why the heck not? But while I'm doing that, let's go around the table and introduce everyone. Starting on my right, I have Mega Jetty, a former Marine who fought in every single war imaginable. Mega Jetty, you are welcome here.
Why, thank you, kind sir.
Yes. To my bottom left, we have Trickster 511, a deadly assassin mastering all of the arts of art.
Yes. I like my art palette shaken, not stirred.
Very, very shaky, yeah. And finally, to my bottom right, we have the king of Spider-Man fans, the noobiest of noobs in a noodlet kind of way. He is Caden Potasnik. Caden, welcome.
Go, Web, go!
I don't know why I just went into a whole Dr. Evil thing. God, this would have been so much better if I had shaved my head before the stream started.
Oh, that would have been perfect.
You know, for a moment, I thought you were going to go Russian on us.
No, comrade. That is for Old Republic streams.
Oh, I see.
Yes, I play with comrade Richter Lon. Victor Lon, I think is how we would say it in Russian.
Oh, that's...
They found the nuclear vessels.
Did you
comrade, nuclear vessels. We have armed all of them, and they are all sailing to America right now. Prepare for nuclear winter.
Oh, I love winter.
It will be very cold. And
Great, the memory of your bare butt will bring me comfort and warmth during the coming nuclear winter, as Lana from Archer would say.
Oh, God. I need to watch more of Archer.
2 episodes that I love are the Honeymooners and the immediate one following that, where they deal with the dog Kazakh. Those are funny episodes.
All right. Well, I will have to check that out. Let me go ahead and address the chat here. We have Ethan Jackson, who's like, "Come on, start already!"
No,
just get on with it.
I know. And I was like, "Sorry, we're waiting for our final panelist." One extra S there. We won't say who was late, but let's just say there's a number in their name.
Let's just say it rhymes with Mexi, Hexy.
Yeah,
that's funny. On an unrelated note, can you change your name?
Austin. It was me.
Oh, look at that!
Along.
Honestly, yeah, you can change your name. Yeah.
I wonder who's the guy with the number in their name.
Well, it looks like the imposter has been found. Hold on a second, guys. But yeah, welcome everybody. Welcome Lori, who says, "I smell lies." What? No, there's no lies. Not at all.
Lies, deceit, creating mistrust are his ways now.
Oh, I like Ethan's profile picture. It's Koopy from Paper Mario.
Yeah, I was wondering if that was from Paper Mario or not. That's a great game. Got to stream that sometime. And we have Michaela Goodrich. Welcome. I think you're new here, so welcome to the stream.
Hey.
All right. So
Hey.
glad to have you all here. And yes, we are going to be watching Spider-Man 3 today.
And we're each going to have some mixed reviews about it.
Perhaps so. We'll see how it goes. This is going to be my first time watching the movie from beginning to end, rather than just seeing it in sections. And we'll see how it goes.
Alrighty.
And so let's see. Dexter, do you have your copy of the movie?
I do.
Excellent. Oh, Ethan says yes, and or Carbon from Book of Mario.
Oh, is that a Paper Mario randomizer reference?
Yeah, it says a ROM hack of Paper Mario.
Yeah.
Never knew that they made ROM hacks of that.
Yep.
Did anyone notice any changes?
Wait a second.
Katie's name.
Ah,
I noticed it. I just didn't say anything.
nice.
Well, that's one down. Now to suss out the other two.
Well, I wasn't late because I was here to start the stream.
A likely story.
So, who was it? Was it me, Austin?
Yes, let's put the focus on you here for a second. How do you do that again? No, don't ban or kick. Jeez. Oh, there we go. So
That's
was
how
it
you do it.
you? I'm putting the light in your eye right now, Jeff. Were you the one who was late?
You tell me.
What was the first thing you said when you came here?
Hi, Trapp.
Darn it. He's got a rock solid alibi. And rock solid abs too. Ugh.
Well, I wish they were rock solid.
Yeah, I'm pretty pudgy.
I mean,
myself.
they are kind of solid. It's just rounded solid, isn't it?
In a way. Caden, was it you? Your
Yeah.
name is very sus.
Yeah, it was me.
What?
No.
No, Kaden, don't throw yourself under the bus. It was me. I was late.
How flippin' dare you? You
And
must
the
be
truth
punished.
shall set you free.
Yes. It'll set you free straight to the... Okay, I better not make that joke. It'll set you free straight to jail.
To the Negaverse
That's right.
from Sailor Moon.
Sailor Moon is awesome. Manny, what
We're
is
turning
up?
early today.
El Crudo, nice to see you, buddy. How you doing tonight? An Ancient One, welcome. And Michaela is talking about cats. All right. Cats are nice. I prefer puppies, but, cats are nice too. Ethan says, the text went through Google Translate 1,000 times, giving us Book of Mario.
Yeah. If you translate Paper Mario, The Thousand Year Door, through many different languages and bring it back to English, you get that.
Interesting. Okay. Thank you, Ancient One, for shouting out our different channels. Appreciate that.
Peace and love.
And Michaela says, do you like cats? Yeah, I like cats fine. I'm more of a dog person.
Same. I'm unfortunately allergic to cats.
Oh, that's no good.
I did live with one,
prefer
though.
cats. I prefer cats.
I love cats and dogs, but I am admittedly biased toward cats because my stepdad got me a cat for my 5th birthday.
Oh, well, that was very nice of him.
Yeah, her name was Sahara. Had her for 13 years.
Okay, what are you going to say?
If I were to have any pet again, it would be squirrels. I had a couple of them.
Really?
Hmm?
That's
So squirrely.
That is a inspired choice. Let's see. Ethan says yes, yes, yes. Ancient One says anytime Trapp because somebody has to. And Manny says, y'all watching yet? No, we're just chatting right now. We're gonna get the movie started. I need to.
I'm at the 12-second mark now.
Oh.
All right, let me get back to my Blu-ray player and see where I am.
We'll let this go.
The Columbia logo is just beginning. Like it's like the light and the cloud. So
Yeah.
I'm wondering, you guys are kind of cutting out for me.
Oh, we are?
Yeah, it's kind of laggy for me. I wonder, should I restart my router real quick before we get started?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea because you might have a crappy experience if you don't.
Yeah, I don't want to have to do that. So I will be gone for 2 minutes.
Okay. So we'll just wait for Caden to come back and then we'll get started.
Yeah, like I said, I'm on the 12-second mark.
Okay. Let me just go here. See if I can bring stuff up. I'm at 6 seconds.
Okay.
All right. Hey, Alpha Proto, welcome.
Hey there,
and
Alpha.
He's lurking. He's just like, he's like, it's just like, don't mind me. I'm just coming through. Manny says, nice. Well, enjoy the flick. Oh, yeah. We will offer our award-winning commentary on this. I should honestly charge.
We shall do this Mystery Science Theater style.
Yes.
So a little fun fact that Amazon just gave me.
What's that?
All of the scenes Kristen Dunst had for this film were recycled from Spider-Man 2.
What do you mean all of her scenes?
All of her screams.
Oh, screams. I thought you said scenes. I was like, what?
Oh,
That was
maybe
my fault. I'm
she wore
sorry.
her voice out during the filming of the second.
Yeah, probably. I was wondering, like, I do remember her screaming in 3, and I was like, wait, why does that scream sound familiar?
Yeah. Yeah, and like I noticed that with Toby as well. Like when he's fighting, I think Sandman, he's like doing all that stuff that he sounded like when he was fighting Green Goblin. So I thought, did they recycle stuff from Spider-Man 1?
They should have recycled. We'll meet again, Spider-Man.
Yeah, they should have had Harry do that.
In the menu
Michaela.
for this, sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say, Michaela says, "How are you doing today? We are doing good. How are
I'm
you?"
doing good.
I'm doing good too.
But yeah, there in the menu for this movie on DVD, there's this one shot that shows, Spider-Man diving down to grab Gwen as she's falling from the thing, from the crane incident. But it showed Harry as the new Goblin, like flying down after behind him. So you kind of wonder what would the movie have been like if that moment had been there. Would have been more interesting, wouldn't it?
Yes. Because that of course didn't happen in the original comic storyline, and I think if Harry had grabbed Gwen, let me. I kind of got to the end of my statement beforehand, but if Harry had done that, he would have grabbed up Gwen and probably just taken her away.
Yeah, because he wasn't in the stage of killing people yet.
No.
Plus, at the time, he only just wanted to kill one person.
Yeah. Yep. I'll address the chat a bit more. Let's see. Ethan says, I have a cat in the room right now.
Meow.
That's nice. Ancient One says, I know one squirrel in real life. Yes, Mad Squirrel. I need to drop by the Father Zod and Mad Squirrel live streams. They tend to talk about a lot of current events.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't drop in too much because current events are kind of depressing.
I do have some good news.
What's that?
Mad Squirrel would like to have me for an interview.
Oh, that's
Hey.
awesome.
Yeah. So I should be getting an interview with her on June 10th.
Hello.
Welcome back, Caden.
What the?
What's wrong?
Hello?
We can hear you. We can hear you just fine. Check your settings, man. Can you hear me? No, he can't hear me. Okay.
Blink twice if you can hear us.
Well, he just shook his head that he couldn't hear us.
Oh,
So.
I had audio settings the first time I came on here during the first Spider-Man watch party.
Yeah.
So maybe he's going through that too. Maybe Streamlabs messed up his settings.
Oh boy.
It could be.
Hey,
H1 says, we need to convince Mad Squirrel to pop up in live chat. That way you'll see a squirrel pop. Yeah. I miss Mad Squirrel. I do want to chat with her again. Let's see. Ethan says, fun fact, I talk way too much in any live stream. Well, I mean, at least you're staying active. So
Yeah.
that's not necessarily a bad thing.
I try not to talk too much, but I just want to make sure that, what I have to say, I can get off my chest is all.
Yeah. And I'm sure we're all going to have things to say probably like the same time.
Yeah.
So
we'll just have to go one at a time.
So yeah, we'll try and manage as best as we can.
Absolutely.
Ethan says, Goblin got stabby stabbed. Yes, he did.
Speaking of which, the whole goblin thing, when we were talking about what could happen with the next Spider-Man movie with Alfred Molina as Doc Ock coming back, if Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin were to return, at what point in his timeline would he return? Would it really be just seconds before he gets impaled, or what?
Who knows? Caden, can you hear us?
I'm back.
Okay,
Yay!
good. Very good.
Now I'm on the right side.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now we're aligned.
It's all weird.
Yep, we're all completely out of sync.
I actually think that Trapp. I think you can realign the different things if possible, because you're the host.
Oh yeah. So
Can you
let's
drag
see.
and drop?
Yeah,
Yes,
you
I
could-
can actually. So let's see. Jeff, you were okay. I think Caden was above you. Yes. No, wait a second.
No,
Hold on.
no. That feels
There
weird.
we
I feel
go.
naked.
There. It's fine now. I think.
Oh, great. Now
No.
Trapp's sitting
No.
on top of me.
Put me down there, Trapp.
No, you want to be. I see.
There we go.
All right, everything's better.
Ah, it's
All
like a
right.
checkerboard of awesomeness.
I wanted to show something before the movie. I know we are like so far.
Yeah, we've been chatting for like 16 minutes, but go ahead. Yeah. Oh, and let me
All right.
put you on the big screen mode.
Oh, okay.
you
So
go.
my girlfriend for her art final made this for me out of charcoal. Well, can you even?
Yes, I can see it now.
Wow, that is nice.
That is
That's
fantastic.
So good.
Yeah.
Amazing.
She is very talented.
Yes, she
Props
is.
to her. Drawing in charcoal is hard.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah, that is. She should do like art prints, honestly, and make some money.
I think she should. She's very talented.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bring home the bacon.
exactly. Okay, I'm going to try and get through the rest of these chats, and then we're going to get the movie started, actually. Maybe.
Yay.
Let's see. Ethan says, are y'all chatting through Google Duo? No, we're using StreamYard.
Google Duo. You're funny.
Yeah, StreamYard allows us to, connect together kind of like it's a conference call, and it's, in this live stream format. And yeah, we can all chat together like this. Ancient One says, oh, yes, her husband, Calm Squirrel, is helping planning for the Squirrel Uprising.
Not so calm, huh?
Is Mad Squirrel actually married? Yeah, I mean, I never asked. It didn't seem important. Michaela says, I have a cat. Her name is April. Oh, that's a cute name.
April.
I had a kitten once, and I named him Sonic.
Of course.
Mhm. M. Lee says, hiya. Hey, welcome to the stream. We're about to get started watching the movie after 20 minutes. Ethan says, another fun fact, I've never seen Spider-Man 3. Do you have a copy of it? Because we're gonna be spoiling it if you've not seen it.
Yeah, go to Amazon and rent it if you don't have the copy.
Yeah. Emily says, hi, Ancient One. And Ancient One says, yes, Mad Squirrel is married. She has a husband named Calm Squirrel. Oh, okay, so that's a real thing. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, so are we all ready to finally start this movie?
Yee!
All right.
I am ready.
I'm at 6 seconds in, so it's just showing the Columbia logo.
Let me back it up a little bit.
Yeah, back that booty up.
Oh yeah.
I just turned the volume on the speakers down, so this way I can still hear you without having to put on the headphones, but you won't be so loud on my end.
Okay, just as long as we don't hear the movie, reverberating, because I got a copy strike for that when Dexter and I were watching Ninja Turtles, and
Yeesh.
Did you say
Yeah.
Ocho seconds?
yes,
And I don't even know why they would copyright strike you. I mean, much as I liked New Line Cinema, I don't think they're a thing anymore. I think they got absorbed, so therefore they shouldn't.
I think Warner Media has the Ninja Turtles movie license right now, and that's probably why
Bloody
Brothers-
Warner Media.
I know
Alex.
they're Warner Discovery. Yes.
I'm not cutting out, am I? Am I fine now?
Yeah. No, you're good. You're good. You're completely good.
Okay. It may be my computer then, because you guys lag occasionally, so that's why I'm not sure if I'm cutting out.
That is because, like, I hear you perfectly fine.
Boom. That's fine. As long as I'm fine and I'm not ruining the stream, that's all that matters. So,
Yeah.
Coolio.
Hey, welcome back, Alpha Proto. Let's see. Michaela says thanks and Tails and Sonic Pals. Oh yeah. If you hang around this channel, it's me and Trickster here especially. We're big Sonic fans.
Oh yeah.
And Ethan says, "Will I be able to see?" No, we cannot show the movie. So
No, Ethan. Man, you're just hilarious today.
we can reenact it though. I want to be MJ again.
Oh wow. All right, well,
Fine,
Dexter.
you want to be the damsel in distress that everyone gets annoyed with? Be my guest.
Hey, she's hot. That's all that matters. For me. I'll be hot.
And Dexter can be Peter, and Jeff, you'll be Sandman.
Woo!
It's
Sandman.
pizza time.
Then I'd be dull. Oh gosh.
Alex,
I'm
you can
not-
be Harry.
Yeah, I'll be Harry. Yeah.
No,
No. Wait. I'll be Gwen Stacy.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you want to be the one that you know what?
Mhm. So I will be kissing.
And I too will be kissing Dexter.
Oh,
Oh yeah. I'm getting all
This
the
is not
action.
awesome.
Oh, jeez.
I'm so ready for Sexy Dexy to slap me.
You better commit to the bit too.
I will.
Alpha Proto says I will react from memory. Alrighty, and Michaela, sorry, says I'm subscribed. Well, thank you for subscribing. Appreciate that.
Hey.
Yeah, since you're watching on YouTube, be sure to hit the show more button, and you can subscribe to Mega Jetty Media here, Trickster, and Caden.
And you can bet on that.
That's right.
Bet on it, bet on it.
Ethan says I just found it on Hoopla, and I will watch too. Okay,
You know
Alright,
what?
sweet.
That works too.
yeah.
All right. So,
Okay, so-
like I said, I'm at the 12-second mark. So
All right, I'm
Well.
at 6 seconds. So
You're at 6? I thought you were at 8.
No, sorry. When you said ocho, I thought you meant 6. My
well, how
Spanish.
about you all get the 12, and then we can all hit play at the same time.
Sounds
All right.
good.
I think I can manage that.
Okay. I'm at 12 now. Tell me when you're ready.
Just a sec.
Now, do we go
10,
on 3 or
11,
1, 2,
nope.
3, and then do it?
We'll do
1,
1,
2,
2, 3, and then do it.
On
Okay.
go.
Okay, so here we go. Dexter, you had 12 seconds?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. 1,
1,
2,
2,
3,
3,
go.
go. Boom.
Woo.
That seemed a little more than it. Like we didn't need to do that. I don't think. It's all right.
Okay, so Ethan says, how can I watch this and stay on YouTube? Open up another tab.
Open up both tabs.
Unless you're on mobile, then we can't help you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Sorry, buddy.
If you have to sacrifice something, sacrifice the freaking movie and watch us.
Yeah, because
We'll be
we're
entertaining.
hilarious. Yeah.
Black webs everywhere.
I wondered. There's one thing I'm curious about. I know that Danny Elfman, the one who did, I think the Batman '89 and Batman Returns score, I believe he did the music for Spider-Man 1 and 2, but I don't know if he did it for 3.
No, there was. I think we brought this up in some trivia last time that he didn't return for 3 because of like the 2.1 and 2.2 mixes, and they didn't change the music or something. I forgot.
But yeah, they even if he didn't return, they definitely reused his music.
Yeah.
I do kind of like the intro for this one, how they're using actual clips from the first 2 films.
Yeah.
With
I'm
the
guessing
black.
they couldn't get Alex Ross back to do, the artistic depictions.
I
Me
guess
and
that's
Dexter
one of the
there.
reasons why this film it feels a little lack compared to the previous 2.
Maybe.
Yeah. By the way,
Too much
guys,
money.
we just saw the scene of Dexter and I having a very wet kiss in the rain.
That's right.
Yeah.
and the kiss at the funeral. And by the
we're
way,
just
these
kissing all
movies
the
are
time.
made in America. If you didn't know. Alpha Proto says, I personally like the Alex Ross art intro a lot. I did too.
Same.
Fallon, welcome to the
Hey,
stream
Fallon.
on Twitch. Appreciate you being here. Alpha Proto says, yeah, he left on 3. Danny Elfman, he was mad. Michaela says, I love this movie. This is my first time watching it from beginning to end.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, I
forgot about that.
in bits and pieces, but never the whole thing.
Kevin Feige was involved with this one.
Oh, yeah, I just saw that, yeah.
Hmm?
So he had his connections to the Marvel movies all the way back here. So this was 2007. So this was 1 year before Iron Man. Who knows? Iron Man may have been filming at this time.
Oh, so cool.
Ethan, we're still in the intro. It just said screenplay by Sam Raimi, so we just got past that part.
Yeah.
Yep, that's 3 minutes and 8 seconds.
Mm-hmm. Ethan says, I will watch on my phone. Okay. Oh, yeah, and he also said he was on his tablet, so yeah.
Yeah, you can do that. That'll be cool.
Yep.
It's like I'm playing the game.
Yep, that's exactly what it is.
Imagine.
I'm the token black kid.
Yep.
Imagine you're in the theater, Spider-Man 3 Tom Holland's playing, you hear that score from Sam Raimi's films.
Mm-hmm.
Chills instantly.
Oh, yeah, it would, yeah.
Peter still can't afford a freaking car.
The superheroing business is, takes up a lot of time.
Yep.
Not as lucrative as you might think.
As seen on the Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah. Hey, it's Gwen Stacy.
Hey!
That's Bryce Dallas Howard, right?
Yeah. Who isn't she naturally a redhead? Kind of funny.
Yeah. So it's kind of like she's the opposite of like what Mary Jane, Kirsten Dunst went through. Naturally a blonde, being a redhead. Naturally a redhead,
and then
being
the cycle continued in the Amazing Films with Emma Stone as who is a redhead playing a blonde.
No, actually, Emma Stone is naturally blonde.
Really? I thought for sure she was a redhead because she was a redhead in.
Yeah, I thought that too.
I know, but she wears the color very well, but she is naturally blonde.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It's like some people probably should have been redheads, but, for genetic reasons, they weren't. So they get to be that in movies.
I wonder where these two guys are in their career right now.
Yeah. Probably very far away.
Wow, what a beautiful voice, Kaden.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Melts my
Too bad
heart.
it can't go past the first row.
Oh, man.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Oh, man.
I understand that reference.
Oh, Alpha Proto says, I don't know if I said that already. New York is expensive. Yes, it is.
It sure is.
Come
Don't
to
live in
move to
Manhattan.
Kansas.
It's not work.
Oh, did you live in Manhattan?
I'm trying to think. I don't think so. I think I lived everywhere else but Manhattan.
Now, on the topic of the Spider-Man video game by Insomniac, seeing the way Mary Jane is in this, I'm still sure they still could have done her, her missions while still have her be the actress that she is here.
That is something that I was a little tripped up about at first, where they kind of turned her into Lois Lane.
Yeah, because
No.
anyone who has seen Beverly Hills Cop 2 with the way Axel kind of, cons people by talking and making people think he's this when he's really not. That's basically how MJ could have worked her way into places that she shouldn't be because she acted the role.
It could have been, but they went with the reporter route, and I found Black Cat's DLC story to be a bit more compelling than MJ's story in that game. Oh, hold on.
No disagreement there.
Yeah. This is tense right here.
Jeez.
Big deal. I killed your father. Get over it, Fran.
Dude, man, we're best friends. Get over it.
Yeah, but it's like what you said last time, Dexter. It's like, it's emotion clouding logic.
Yeah.
Very strong emotion there.
Harry's just mad that his dad loved Peter more.
Yeah, no doubt that had a lot to do with it. Let's see. Michaela says, I ate. Nice. Hope it was a good dinner or whatever time it is. Alpha Proto says they changed MJ's entire character in that game. I do not disagree with that at all. Ethan says, I will watch this as a sneak peek. Then
watch it on Hulu.
Then watch on Hoopla.
Okay.
I was about to say Hulu for some reason.
It's Hoopla. Alpha Proto says MJ in the comics was a model and an actress. They may have changed that in the past decade since I last read the comics. Yeah, I have no idea.
I believe the model part was meant to be like a stepping stone toward her goal of being an actress. So, but yeah, bring back MJ as a model and actress. That's who she is.
No, Ethan, for legal reasons, I cannot show the movie on screen. I will get probably copyright striked, with such great quickness that my channel will be taken down if I try to play the movie.
Yeah, you would, yeah.
So you're just gonna have to listen to us react to it. So I'm sorry, but that's how live streams work on YouTube. On Twitch, it's a little different. Go ahead, Dexter.
Wait, so did Harry get as crazy as his father when he took the green stuff?
It looks like he got super strength, and I don't know.
Maybe he perfected the formula.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Because he didn't look like he wasn't busting out.
He wasn't talking to himself or losing it or anything.
Yeah, but the thing is, the formula always had at least a hint of psychosis. Maybe Harry's was more controlled, like he wasn't like chewing up the scenery, but he still had that psychosis issue.
He was kind of talking to his father at the end of Spider-Man 2, so...
Yeah, but he didn't take the stuff yet, so maybe it was more like he was blinded by his emotions that he said, enough is enough, I'm doing this.
Dexter and I are really getting into it right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Bow, bow, wow.
Now the meteor, that's how, that of course is another explanation for how the black ooze came about here.
Yeah.
But still, they could have kept John Jameson from the second film and have him bring it back, and then it latches onto him after it latches onto Peter.
Yeah, but Sam Raimi was not thinking about Venom
at
the time
all.
he was doing Spider-Man 2. He had his own plan.
Believe it or not, Sam Raimi actually tried to do the classic black suit, the all black but with the white spider on it.
Yeah.
But I think he said he couldn't make it. It just looked too much like a dominatrix suit. So that's why he instead went with basically the traditional Spidey outfit, but black and gray instead of blue and...
Yeah. Bat in the Sun did something similar where they did a matchup between Spider-Man and Darth Maul.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, and you see like how the suit looks. Like it doesn't quite match with like the suit that he has like in this movie or whatever it was.
Yeah.
So it's like I can get why the gigantic white spider didn't work like as kind of a big, symbol. So I mean it could have, but they chose not to.
Yeah.
Hi, Riot.
Yes, Riot, welcome.
Hey.
Hey there, Riot Kitty.
By the way, I just want to say one of the best Spider-Man villains right here from the movies.
Yeah.
Underrated as Flip.
Very underrated.
I agree. And Ethan, I'm sorry, I already explained I cannot show the movie on screen. So that's just how it is. I'm sorry, but
I think what he's asking is if we can watch the movie It.
Oh. No, I'm not a horror fan.
Oh.
So that's not a movie I plan on watching or doing a watch party for. Alpha Proto says the meteor was introduced by the 90s cartoon. Yeah.
Well, actually, technically, in the
Shortcut.
comics, you know, the suit still did come from space because Battle World and all that. This is it's just in, and it wasn't a meteorite in the 90s cartoon. It was John Jameson found it on the moon, part of some Promethium X rock mineral he found.
Yeah, and
Just accidentally
Kingpin
brought
was
it back with him.
yeah, and Kingpin was going to try and turn it into like an explosive weapon. So yeah, I mean, I get they had to make a lot of changes and sacrifices to kind of fit it within this universe.
Yeah, simplifying though by being attached to a meteorite wasn't a bad call.
No, it's just there was too much going on in this movie. Sandman's story here is supposed to be the story.
And here's the thing. Movies are 2 hours. Comics can stretch so long. You have to cut corners somewhere.
Yeah. Comics and, TV shows, because TV shows are meant to be enjoyed in a longer format. That's why, we had such a golden age of television going on where it's like the TV shows were better than the movies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you could keep on building on a story. And the MCU are basically like 2-hour-long episodes, strung together over decades. So here we are. Let's see. Missing some chat. Right, says it looks better in the PS4 Spider-Man game as a giant thing wrapping around the suit. Oh yeah, the Venom suit. Ethan says, but it is a good movie, no doubt, but it's not a movie I'm interested in. Ethan says my comic is gonna be thick. Cool. Go for it. Alpha Proto says, did you play the Spider-Man? No, I did not get a chance to play the Spider-Man 3 video game. I wanted to, but it never happened.
I did play the PS2 version, but I didn't play the PS3 version. I wanted to play the PS3 version.
I played the PS2 version.
I played, if there was one, a GameCube version.
They had Spider-Man 1 based on the movie. They had Spider-Man 2 based on the movie. And I don't know if the GameCube had any other Spider-Man games other than that.
Yeah.
I have the Spider-Man 1 the game based on the first movie, and I played Spider-Man 3 based on the game for PS2, but I never played Spider-Man 2 based on the movie.
Really? Because Spider-Man 2 is one of the better Spider-Man games, in my opinion.
Yeah, my only issue was the web swinging, how you have to press different triggers and all that. I always kind of preferred the older games as well as Amazing Spider-Man swing system where, yes, the webbing does latch to the air because, at least this way it's, you don't have to worry about not being able to shoot your web at anything and swing when there's nothing,
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Fallon wants me to do a silly voice. What silly voice? Dr. Pepper not sponsored.
It's not sponsored at all.
Nope. Riot says, I recorded more of my 600 sub special today. Have number 10 villain almost recorded. Only 9 more villains to go, plus 3 honorable mentions. Nice. And Alpha Proto suggests the Green Goblin voice. What are you going to say, Kate?
You need to do Norman Osborn's I'm somewhat of a scientist myself.
I'm somewhat of a scientist myself. Fallon says, I think it was the accent. Oh, you want me to do the Russian accent? Very well. I shall give you my commentary from the perspective of an American Russian who has never been to Russia. Look at the ring that Aunt May gives to Peter.
That's a beautiful ring.
Yes. I wonder if it is one ring to rule them all, in dark.
Interesting. I believe in the comics, during the wedding of Peter and MJ, I believe she was wearing a wedding dress that was passed down to her from her mom or her aunt. But the thing was, They never touched upon that in Spider-Man 2 when she was in a wedding dress.
I love his glider.
Yeah.
Yes, that is very nice glider. It looks like surfboard, but goes through air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the kind that they give to Spetsnaz for their drop-in missions. They do not use parachutes. They use surfboards that go through air. Don't tell the American government that I said that.
Now would be the time for you, Peter, to yell, "Your dad killed himself!"
Yes, that would be good time. It is he is sitting in bricks. Instead of pooping bricks, he is in bricks.
Now, wait a second. Keep the stream going. I'll be back in a second.
Okay, you come back and we will still be here.
Yeah, I want to see if I still have something.
Okay. Oh dear. It looks like
Peter told him, but he didn't listen. He said, "Shut up."
it looks like Peter is in trouble. Oh, here he has gotten very strong. He has eaten lots of potatoes. And now I am missing Chet.
He's getting knocked
man.
around.
Looks kind of nice with her hair down. Ah, Alpha Proto, it would appear that you would prefer older women. There is nothing wrong with this. Older women provide much experience and, well,
I love this part.
oh,
The ring.
positively painful.
The
The ring with, oh no, he could not get it.
Oh, frick. Let me get adjusted here.
Welcome back.
Oh man, this whole scene is
Mr.
just so good.
Welcome back, Mr. Potasnik.
I do still have it. It's in the shop, though. I still have the 2007 Green Goblin action figure.
Very nice.
New Goblin. New
Okay,
Goblin.
I think the 5 minutes is up now. So,
Oh, you're doing that for 5 minutes?
yeah, that's the rule.
Oh,
Hold on a
okay.
sec. You all right? Do you need some help?
I do have something to say. This version of Harry with the new goblin and the surfboard, that inspired a character in my story. I won't go too deep into it.
Apologize.
While Alex is gone, the commentating shall continue. We'll make this as interesting as possible.
All right. Yeah.
Dun dun dun.
I am back. Okay.
I'll always be here, Peter.
I like that green sword. Almost kryptonite lightsaber like.
Who knows? Maybe no, there's no Krypton here. No, I guess it'd be like adamantium or something. If we wanted to make it really special.
But yeah, as I was saying, this version of Harry with the new goblin glider and such kind of inspired a character of mine in my story, but I won't go too deep into that.
Yeah.
But if you see a character who kind of seems like Harry in this, then you know who it is.
We're going to
All
sue
right.
you for copyright. No,
Oh, jeez. Alpha Proto says the sound design during the new Goblin fight is great. I wish I could play it louder and hear it, but I have the TV pretty low and I have the subtitles on so I can follow what's being said.
Same.
Wham!
Dude, I'm just so ready for the emo Peter Parker scenes. Oh my gosh.
Oh god! Oh!
I
dude.
love that whole scene. It's so
My
good.
guy could have killed him. He could have
Yeah,
decapitated his.
yeah.
Dude.
First it was the decapitation, then it was the severe, head trauma.
He was just trying to stop him. He didn't mean for that.
He didn't mean to
Yeah.
almost kill him.
No, but Harry was kind of trying to kill him, so it's
That's
like,
fair.
what can
Harry!
you do?
Wake up!
Trapp is subs over dubs. Honestly, when it comes down to it, I really don't care. If a series is only available in its original language, then I'll watch it subbed. If it has a dub, I'll watch the dub.
Okay.
Bring him back to life, fellas.
Riot says, no, it's a magical ring. Peter will become a magical girl. Yes. Harry is recreating the Sonic Adventure 2 intro. Talk about boring flights. I'm out of here. Oh my goodness. Ethan says big words. Yeah, when I do the Russian accent. Oh, hey, it's Farmer Hoggett. When I do the Russian accent thing, it's like I pick up my thesaurus and yeah.
Okay, guys, I just want to say I totally want that scene, that Harry scene, with the freaking song from Sonic Great Adventure 2.
Oh wow.
Racing around at the speed of sound. I want to hear that.
Nice. You're gonna take this scene and then just dub it over with that song.
Oh yeah,
that'd be hilarious. Fallon says one ring to rule them all. Yep. Ancient One says nah, he be a magical boy. Alpha Proto says wow, 2007. That was so long ago. It was 14 years ago at this point.
2/3 of my life.
Yep. And just about half my life. Right, it says, in some shows, gaining magical powers entails gender swap sometimes. Yeah, that was true in, like, Ranma, I believe. That's an old show. Yeah, the sound design. Michaela says the cat had surgery. Oh, is the cat all right? Sorry, I know I'm getting to some of these messages pretty late. Speaking of late, Riot says, all right, I got to go to bed. Good night, gentlemen. All right, good night, Riot.
Good night.
Ancient One says, you have a good night. Shouts out Riot. And then Riot says, P.S. There are a few shows where I prefer the dub. Yu-Gi-Oh! And Code Geass are examples. I would say Cowboy Bebop is another one because that is very much a show where it's like you have people living on Mars and there's really not that much of like Japanese culture put into it. So it kind of benefits from having a more, I hate to use this word, diverse cast. Oh no, I'm becoming sand.
I understand why some people don't like the deep dub of Sailor Moon, but I still am a fan, if anything, because of the music. Because even if the voices are off, you know, like you have a Japanese girl with the voice of a New Yorker or New Jersey person, the music is so iconic and epic, it outshines all the other dubs in terms of music.
Yeah, I have not watched the old Deke dub of Sailor Moon in a while. I've been wanting to go back and take a look at that and just reclaim some of my childhood.
I have a clip I could send you.
Sure, go ahead, yeah.
What a handsome doctor.
Yep. It's that.
Wow, what a lucky break.
He can't remember anything? Perfect.
I think I'm a few seconds behind you guys, but it's all right. Just keep it going.
Okay.
Let's see here. Ethan says, will you be live tomorrow? Yes, Dexter and I are going to be taking part in a Mario Kart tournament tomorrow, along with our friend Azalea and some other friends too. So yeah, we'll start at, let's see, what time are we going to start at? Like 8 p.m. Pacific? No, not Pacific, Eastern?
I might start earlier.
Yeah.
Depends, because I have a lot to do tomorrow.
Oh, crap. Yeah, I've got a lot to do tomorrow, too, so I think I'm going to end up coming in late. Let's see. Yeah, so Riot says good night, and everyone is saying good night, and then Alpha Proto says, it's just a bird. It'll fly away.
Oh,
what?
That's
Yeah,
a how it should have ended reference.
Oh. Yeah,
Well,
that's
maybe.
what the scientists said before they turned on the machine to turn dude into Sandman.
I want to say, have you guys seen the how it should have ended?
Yes. Hey, I got an idea. How about we don't turn on this machine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
goes,
that-
it's just a bird, it'll fly away. Here's an idea.
Gotta double check our stuff, man.
No, Ethan, it's just for the panelists here tonight. Plus, you're kind of new, so maybe once we get to know you, we can invite you onto future panels. But yeah, it's just the four of us here. But I appreciate you wanting to join. Also, I get a YouTube channel tomorrow. Oh, that's nice.
That reminds me. How many
Yeah.
people can be on the Streamlab panel thing?
Well,
Or
since
StreamYard, whatever it's called.
I'm paying a subscription, I think the maximum is 20.
Wow.
Wow!
'Cause I
Holy crap!
believe initially the limit was like 6, but then they upped it to like 8 to 10-ish.
Yeah, I think the
Wow.
limit for the non-subscription is 10. But since I'm paying, because I have to pay to be able to broadcast on YouTube and Twitch and possibly other places if I want to. So yeah, since
Wow.
I could have like 20 people here.
That's crazy.
That's a lot of people.
Ethan says no on Mario. Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, you can join on Mario Kart.
Yep,
They'll-
everyone's allowed to join the Mario Kart tournament. It's gonna be super fun.
Yep, it is a completely open tournament.
Come on, get up! You can do it, Sandman.
You can do it all night long.
Oh my goodness.
Now, nothing against Sandman, but I still feel like Hydro Man is underrated.
Get out of here with that bull crap.
Oh, come on. Come on. Hydro Man is Mary Jane's ex-boyfriend. So that gives Peter all the more reason to want to take this guy down.
I don't give a rat's booty hole. This is my Sandman.
It looks like Caden has put his foot down.
I'm putting my foot down here.
No, there's nothing wrong with Hydro Man at all, especially
No.
like the way he was portrayed in the Spider-Man animated series. It made him like super creepy, so it would be interesting to see him portrayed in like in a movie like this. No Pro, thank you for the lurk. Appreciate that. I hope you're having a good time.
Oh, it goes right through my fingers like sand. Wait a minute.
I don't like sand. Oh, this would be like Anakin Skywalker's worst enemy. This would be like a nightmare for him.
Come on. It's just sand,
He'd be
man.
like, so much sand.
What are you upset for? It's just sand, man.
I would love to see a death battle of that.
Oh my god.
Maybe I ought to put that. There's a person on Twitter who does who would win. Maybe I gotta make that.
Yep, definitely. Alpha Proto says the stalker boyfriend is a good idea. That would have been great. Yeah, it could still be used. Gillian, welcome to the stream. He says, "Oh man, this movie would have been better if they added a few more villains." Yeah, just 10 more villains, and they would have got it right.
Mm-hmm.
What about 3? That way there's a total of 6. Wink,
That was
wink.
honestly a good transition.
At this point, I'd just be like, whatever. Just let's throw in the kitchen sink at this point.
Oops.
Ethan says, look up in the chat. I have a joke. He is becoming Sans. Megalovania starts playing. Nice. And Michaela says, I love cats. Nothing wrong with that. And No Pro has popcorn. Good. I'm glad someone around here brought some snacks. I know. Just keep shoving it in our faces, Caden.
Hey, Jeff, you want some? Just reach down here.
Very
There you
funny.
go. I got you some.
Very funny.
Little trivia. Rob Paulson voiced Hydro Man in the 90s cartoon.
Oh,
Nice.
that was Raphael, I believe, from the 80s Ninja Turtles, right?
And Donatello in the 2012 Ninja Turtles.
Mm-hmm.
And Michaela is lurking. All right, no problem. And Gillian says, sand. Good guy. And then Gillian says, already halfway to a Sinister Six movie. Not the original lineup, but still. And then Gillian says, popcorn. And Ethan says, I got cheese.
That's a interesting snack of choice.
Mm-hmm.
Go get him, Tiger.
Not now, Peter.
Oh, just bad timing there.
And that's one of the things I do like about this. It's like she was the successful one initially. He was the one constantly getting bombarded with, bad karma. But now this movie does the role reversal where he's the one who's all successful and she's failing. And
Yeah.
I thought that was a spider for a sec.
Oh, yeah.
That scared the crap out of me.
Yeah, we all kind of forgot that was even there, but it's going to be a big part of the movie soon.
I mean, it would make sense. Spider-Man's room, a spider. I mean, come on.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like a little pet tarantula that he talks to every night.
Yeah.
He could call it Charlotte, like Charlotte's Web.
Oh.
Speaking of spiders, who would win? Spider-Man?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. There's some hotness going on here.
Oh yeah. Though I don't recall Gwen Stacy ever
What's
being
that
a
thing
model.
doing in my background?
This is getting hot in here. Is it me?
I think it's you.
I really don't
Yes,
recall.
Gwen, get a little bit closer. Maybe your head will come clean off.
Yeah, that's stupid. Is that
really
a giant thing going towards my face?
Sorry, Jeff. What are you trying to say?
I really don't recall Gwen ever being a model.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
That was more MJ's thing.
yeah. It looks like they switched. Couple. Well, I think maybe what they were trying to do is they're trying to present like a rival for Mary Jane here. Maybe
Yeah, I
that was
can
what
see
they were
that.
trying to do.
Is that the guy off of I'm in the Band?
The police chief.
No, the photographer.
Oh no, I don't know what that is.
Oh,
Oh.
I do. I forgot his name, but yeah, I know where he's from.
Oh god, this is such a nightmare for me. Like every time I get in a high-rise building, like that is a nightmare that
What's
I
a
might
crane
have.
even doing there anyway?
Okay,
Well,
I gotta go.
it's New York.
I gotta go help my mom back to her room, so I will be right back. So
Okay, I'll save my remark for when you get back.
Okay. Let's help you. You're welcome.
I'm the guy dating your daughter.
I'm Eric from that 70s show.
That 70 show, and I left it, and I shouldn't have.
Yeah, he was so good in that show. I loved it.
Yeah, he was.
Thoughts on his performance in Predators?
Oh, you know what? I did like him in Predators.
Yeah, just he was miscast as Eddie Brock. Or at the very least, they could have kept him as Eddie, but have a big guy wearing the black suit with the muscles.
Yeah, they could have. I will say though, yeah, he's a good actor for sure. Just not this role. I don't think.
Hardcore parkour.
Now, here's what he should have done when he tried to save Gwen in the comics. Shoot a web and pull himself to her instead of just stopping her mid-fall.
Instead of,
Yeah.
You know what? I remember in the theater for watching the scene and being like, "Oh, this is so freaking awesome! Like, this is so cool." So do you guys remember when you'll see it later on when Eddie tries to take the picture of him and he breaks the camera?
Oh yeah.
He's like, "Nice try, chump."
A little chunky. Well, at least Peter gets the poses, so ha.
Yeah, that's dang straight.
I know that street.
I like this
Hips
scene
now.
I do
Now.
too.
because finally Betty gets a little payback on Jonah for all the times he yelled at her.
Wrong one. Not that one.
Oh, she's having so much fun.
Funny scene.
No one can deny that. You can hate or love this movie. It's funny.
It is.
All right, I am back.
You missed a
Yeah,
funny
welcome
scene, my
back.
friend.
Thank you, and I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
I came back with a great treasure. I'm going to put myself on solo cam for just a moment.
I want
What's
some.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, the greatest treasure of all time.
Can I get a hoya in the chat?
That's right. Type in Hoya, Hoiya.
Hog champ, baby.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, what I was trying to say before Trapp went off, Spider-Man versus Shelob, who would win?
I think Spider-Man would win eventually.
But she would definitely give him a hard time.
Yeah, because she's a predator that has pretty much in Lord of the Rings lore, which isn't racist, by the way, the OneRing.net, you idiots.
You said that, not me.
Yeah. Oh, God. Anyway, Shelob has existed for like thousands of years, so, you know, she's a predator with a lot of experience, so
By
I
the
do...
way,
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Have you played the Shadow of Mordor or Shadow of War games?
I haven't, but I've basically watched their entire storyline, so I'm
Okay.
aware of like the deviations from the lore.
Okay, so what are your thoughts on the whole human form of Shelob?
Shelob makes a pretty hot human.
Yeah. But
But,
what I want to know is why she never revealed this side to her, to Frodo and Sam, when they marched through her lair.
Well, it wasn't in the original lore, so Peter
True.
Jackson didn't do that.
True, but I mean, like
Yeah.
in universe, what would her reason be? Would it be that if she just did not try to attack them, Gollum would, and it would alter the course of events?
If we're just trying to say, like, you know, the events played out as they did, knowing what happened in Shadow of Mordor, Shadow of War, I would just say that she just saw them as a snack and didn't want to reveal herself. You know,
Because
probably saw no need.
she did come off as a bit intelligent in the games. So
Oh, yeah.
my theory is she would probably justify that if she had not attacked them and let them just go on their way, then Gollum would have tried something, could have killed them, and then could have taken the ring, and then Sauron would win, and the Free Peoples would be defeated. So she willingly sacrificed herself to be injured by Sam in order to get them to move faster toward Mordor.
Perhaps so. Also, Stan Lee, salute. I know that happened already. But
Yes.
Oh, sorry, I got caught up talking. I missed that. But yeah, perhaps one man can make a difference. Enough said.
Yes, indeed. Okay, in the chat, what am I missing? Oh yeah, I'm really far behind here. Let's see. Gillian said a while ago, this was like 7 minutes ago. You remember how in 2 MJ had that fiance who was an astronaut? I was so sure that was going to lead to him finding, hey, Jeff, you're not alone in this, the symbiote in the next movie and becoming Venom, thus giving him motivation for hating Peter. Come on, it was right there.
Yes,
Come
Gillian,
on.
glad to know you paid attention to that.
There you go. Now, I may not agree, but hey, you know, if
'Cause
that is
when
go ahead.
Because when you think about it, John Jameson, he was bigger than he clearly looked bigger than Eddie Brock in this film. So he could have pulled off the muscle part.
Yeah, he could have. Yeah, but if that's a theory that is out there, then I'm not gonna, you know, say like you're wrong. It's just it's not one I happen to take notice of. But hey, you know, I'm sure there's a Spider-Man 3 story out there with John Jameson as Venom. Let's see. Alpha Proto says Topher Grace from That 70s Show. Yep.
Yeah.
Ethan says I fear no height. I do.
Now here comes one of my favorite character character moments where we see the selfish side of Mary Jane.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing I like. I like to think about when it comes to characters. What are there? I mean, we all have heroes, but oftentimes I wonder, what are the thoughts? What are the selfish drives of these heroes? Because I know that being a hero means being selfless, but even they must have selfishness to them that they try to conceal.
They do, and it does make them more well-rounded characters as well when you show all of these aspects to them. I mean, even Luke had that in Star Wars. He's like, no, I'm not going to listen to you. I'm going to go rescue my friends. And that ended up being a horrible choice.
Yeah. They ended up saving him, and he lost a hand, and he learned the truth before he was ready.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
and MJ gets screwed kind of here, though. I mean, they didn't even tell her that she was fired. Her boyfriend kisses another guy. Or whoa!
You're getting way too into this.
Whoa! Her boyfriend.
That would be an interesting story right there.
Her boyfriend kisses another girl. Is what I meant to say.
I like that look on her face, because that shows now she's jealous of her own boyfriend to the point where she's like, you know what, the hell with him.
Yeah, I think maybe in her heart she probably saw her acting maybe as, I don't know, more important as his superheroine, and maybe that he would always struggle. So her struggling is like, you know, this isn't supposed to happen. It's like, wait a minute, that's illegal.
But I will agree that this is interesting. We see that when Peter is all caught up in being in the spotlight, the success, the fame, it'll go to his head.
Yeah.
So I understand why some people don't like this film, but I kind of consider this movie the Empire Strikes Back of Spider-Man, because we see the dark side of the heroes.
Yeah, we do. It's just too bad that Sam Raimi never quite got the chance to tell his full story.
Yeah.
And there was no Snyderverse movement to, unfortunately, be like, release Spider-Man 4 or something like that.
Although I don't like those things. I don't like those kind of things, to be honest.
I don't mind. I like the Richard Donner cut of Superman 2.
I do as well.
I mean, yeah, it does use a lot of what went into actual Superman 2, but most of what Superman 2 is what he shot before he was fired from the project.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, you will see just us, the Just Us League here. I can't. Spider-Man 2 or 3, as far as I know, is not available for like Twitch watch parties. Maybe it might be. In which case, one day, then, yeah, you could watch it on screen with us.
What the heck?
Oh, yeah. We probably should have checked to see if that was available.
Another reason why I think Hydro Man would be a more threatening character than Sandman, you're not going to find much sand in New York. And if you do see sand, then you know it has to be Sandman. But there's plenty of water in New York, so yeah, water can blend in much better in an urban city like New York than actual sand.
You know what? I hope they make a Spider-Man with just Hydro Man for you. But he will never be in this film, ever. Ever. Because Sandman is.
And Dexter, what were you going to say?
Yeah, so I lived in New York. There's a lot of construction that happens there, and they have to use a lot of sand for foundation. So, yeah.
But that's
also, there's Coney Island.
But those are in construction sites and a specific section. But I mean, like, in the middle of the city, like this truck full of sand, the water would have blended in better.
Yeah, true.
The only thing that is the problem with this film, in my opinion, is that there's so much going on for it. Mm-hmm. So if they would have taken out Venom, I think I would have loved this film. I mean, I still love this film regardless. But
yeah, the one issue I have with the film is coming up where they say that, they basically retconned Sandman to being involved in the whole death of Ben Parker.
So that's your only issue with this film is the retcon?
No, not the
Oh.
only. I mean, there are a few issues, but that's
okay.
one of the main reasons.
One of the main issues.
Because my actual dad always told me that, retcons. I understand sometimes why they're important, but most of the time it's because they are trying to explain something because they really can't explain it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say I actually think it works quite well for this film. I enjoy it. I think it adds to the emotion of the Sandman story arc.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm okay with retcons if they do it in a refreshing way.
Well, see, I don't mind that he was involved. I'm just disappointed that they had him as the shooter. The guy from the first film should have just stayed the shooter.
All right. Well, we'll come back to that as that topic comes up in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I will. Let's see. I am very, very, very behind on the chat.
And what Peter is. He's like, everyone's back is turned and he's there with his mask off.
Yeah. And he was just not expecting that because he's so used to getting crapped on by the Daily Bugle, by, some people. The cops, for instance, have been on his butt ever since the first movie. So to see everybody supporting him like this is pretty awesome.
Hey.
Well, I know one thing. If I was a superhero and I was being honored with the key to the city, I would not be as flamboyant and showboaty as he is.
I don't know, Jeff. Can you honestly say that? Like, look at all these people, cheering and screaming for you.
I might show off a little, but I wouldn't be showboaty. I think there's a difference between show off and showboat.
No, he's also putting on an act for. I mean,
for the people.
For the people. It's that's why he's kissing her, which I don't think he should have done.
No, that was going
my
too
thing.
far. Yeah, that was our thing. Yep.
Yeah, that was messed up to do. But I think him being all happy and pepping up the crowd is the whole part of it.
Yeah.
He just got too caught up in it.
Definitely, and that is something we are all subject to, is getting caught up in our own hubris and sand, apparently. I'm sorry, guys. I know
I got sand in my feet.
I got sand in my snacks, and I will definitely try to catch up on the rest of the chat. We just, we keep going on tangents here. Earlier, Alpha Proto says it was a different take on the character. They wanted Eddie to be Bizarro Peter Parker. Yeah.
I could see that.
Thank you, Ancient One, for shouting out everyone's channels. Ethan says Jetty was in yesterday's stream. Yesterday? Yesterday was Wednesday. I didn't stream yesterday. Were you at his stream? Or you premiered like a live stream, didn't you? On your channel?
Yeah, I've been downloading some of my Twitch streams and re-uploading them onto YouTube, but as premieres. But I may have been in another stream or two yesterday, and he probably saw me there.
Yeah,
but they weren't my streams.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice. That's just his response right there. Well, obviously, oh my God, what is Sandman's his name in this movie?
Flint Marko.
Flint Marko, yeah. Obviously, he's not a big fan of sheriffs or cops, which is probably why he took that swing at Peter right there. Gillian said earlier, the director wanted an Eddie Brock who was a dark reflection of Peter, so in context, it was good casting. The problem was that wasn't what the fans wanted. They wanted comic accurate Eddie Brock. Yeah, they wanted like a big guy, kind of like what was in the comics or the 90s cartoon where Eddie was like a big dude and Venom, of course, is a big guy.
He's like a beast.
Yeah, but nowadays, of course, you have, CGI and you can get anybody and, Venom will be ginormous.
Yeah.
Michaela earlier said happy early 4th of July.
Holy crap, that's like a month early.
Yeah. Yep, just about a month early. Alpha Proto says, I used to eat those all the time during my lunch break.
The Hershey's bar that you showed.
Oh, right. Okay. Okay, and then he did Hoya! Nice. Thank you, Mr. Proto.
Here's a question.
Yep.
Spider-Man versus the T-1000.
Well, I thought did we talk about that?
We did T800.
Oh.
Yeah. T1000 is, the other guy, Liquid Metal.
Yeah. Spider-Man.
I do think he would ultimately prevail because, Peter is very smart. He's basically a scientist. But I don't think he would win like the first battle.
No, I think like this film, it would take several battles before he finally beats him because that's the thing. The T1000, he's not just, one person. He can shapeshift into different people and even blend in with the environment. Like he blended in with the checkered floor at the mental hospital.
Hey, look who it is.
Hey, you look familiar.
Quentin Beck.
Yep.
Did you kick me out of a theater?
Yeah, like a year ago or so.
And then before that, you gave me the wrong name at the wrestling arena.
Yep. Which turned out to be exactly the right name. Ethan says, cheese stick Hoya. Awesome.
Hoya.
Gillian says, she wasn't trying to get Frodo and Sam to do things. Okay, going back to Shelob. She wasn't trying to get Frodo and Sam to do things for her. If you're trying to get favors from a red-blooded male and are capable of changing your shape, would you appear to that guy as a giant spider or a hot lady? Well, also, Shelob was just a different character in Shadow of Mordor, or Shadow, whichever one it was. Shadow of War, I believe. Yeah. Ethan says, how did we go from 6 to 3? Was that the number of villains we were joking about earlier? I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, because we were talking about adding more villains. I said maybe they should just put in 3 more, and that way we can have 6. Wink,
right,
wink.
Yeah.
And then I said wink, wink, as in Sinister 6.
Yeah, the Sinister 6, yep. Gillian says, or have him be the one, or even have him be the one to find it, but it ends up with Eddie. That's kind of how it went in the animated series, and it worked out just fine. Yeah, like they completely, and we'll get to this scene later on in the movie where, they're in the church and all that stuff. That is straight out of the animated series. Alpha Proto says, I have heard some take saying Peter was being the one who was selfish. I think one of the core themes of Spider-Man 3 is selfishness. Everyone in the movie is selfish. Everyone in the movie is in their own way, except Aunt May. No, she was selfish for bouncing out of the movie.
Oh, shots fired.
Just like Alfred did to Bruce in The Dark Knight Rises. Like, I'll help you this one time, but man, I'm out of here. Deuces, Master Wayne. Okay.
No, Ethan, you can't see the movie. You can't see the movie at all.
Michaela said, when are you going to end the stream? I think this was before she left. When the movie is over and we talk about it. So we've still got a good long while to go.
Yeah, we do. Cries is get up early.
Yep. Ethan says, there's not enough sands in New York. Megalovania is back. Oh, Lord. Let's see. No, it's Sands. I meant Tuesday.
Did you read Alpha Protos about Hydro Man?
Oh, sorry. No, I skipped that. They kind of used Hydro Man in Far From Home.
Oh,
yeah,
a little bit. He's an elemental.
But he was an illusion, and that's I would have preferred actual.
Wait. Well, I guess Alex probably already knows. I was about to say, let's not spoil it for Alex.
But yeah, I want the Hydro Man from the 90s cartoon adapted, where he's an ex-boyfriend of Mary Jane, and she's now dating Peter, but she's a little insecure around Peter. She thinks he might be no different than her ex, but then her ex comes along and she starts to see the difference between her ex and her current.
Yeah.
I
think what's going to happen one way or another is there's people who are basically our age now who are working in the movie industry, and they grew up on stuff like we did, like Spider-Man and X-Men the animated series.
Yeah, it's just the people, the other people don't want to let them have reins.
And for that, we have to rely on fan films, things of that sort. Let's see. Spider-Man be like, screw gravity. Well, he does whatever a spider can. Kylo Ren, welcome. He says, fireball ninjutsu.
Kylo.
Alpha Proto says Spider-Man would figure something out to beat the T-1000. Peter's spider sense would stop the T-1000 from sneaking up on him. After he found out its weakness, he would beat the machine. Yeah, I agree, definitely. Gillian says, yes, the theory that Bruce Campbell was Mysterio the whole time, hence all his different appearances. Something else that we sadly never got to see realized. Yeah. And finally, Ethan says, oof, insecurities, the seventh hidden villain.
Oh, Mysterio. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, back to what we were saying about the whole MJ torn between Peter / Spider-Man and Hydra Man. That could work because, I mean, there are guys these days, there are people on the internet these days who think, boyfriends are not to be trusted and girls are better off without and all that. But a movie where you see a good boyfriend versus a bad boyfriend that I think could be told well in a superhero story.
Yeah, I think so as well.
I think, oh wow, no, don't listen to me, camera. My PlayStation's picking up on me. What I was going to say is I think that what they need to do, which they might do at some point in the future, but as of now, they probably will never do it, is they need to make a Spider-Man series, like a live-action Spider-Man series where they can do these types of storylines.
Spider-Man Smallville style?
Yeah, pretty much. I don't think cinematically a story drawn out that long works cinematically, but I do think if you did a live-action series, it would work fine. I mean, I love Spider-Man, and I would love to see a live-action series so they can do so much more with the character.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so too. And I do think technology has gotten to the point where, like, you could have maybe not like a 20 episode long season, but you could do like a 6 to 8 episode long season of a Spider-Man series, give it a budget of like Game of Thrones. I hate to use that analogy, but it is what it is. And yeah, you could do something with it.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah. I think we got 2 names for the guy who was involved with Uncle Ben's death.
Yeah.
Apparently, they just gave his real name as Dennis Carradine. But like I said, in the Spider-Man 1 video game based on the movie, they called him Spike. So I guess his full name is Dennis Spike Carradine.
Yeah, Spike could be a nickname. Let's see. Kylo says, on Instagram, I sent you my Star Wars fan film I made. All right. I'll check that out after the stream. Alpha Proto says, what if Hydra Man was an internet fan of MJ? That'd be a good modern take on Hydra Man. Yeah, like internet stalking her. That's a common thing.
That could work too. I mean, if not an actual but I mean, I like the actual ex-boyfriend thing because, there is a history and all that, but still, that's not too bad.
I'm glad they got the original actor who played Uncle Ben back for this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really
look
does
at that
add
tier.
Yeah.
But this is, of course, what Peter thinks happened, but
Yeah.
I still feel like what actually should have happened is Dennis Spike Carradine should have been the guy who pulled the trigger, and he was just in the wrong place at the wrong time, and people just saw him standing over the body, and they presumed he was the shooter.
I have a question about that though. What difference does that make, do you think, story-wise? I mean, what difference do you think it adds to the story?
Well,
for that.
Well, the fact that people wrongfully thought he was the killer when in actuality it was Spike.
That is true, but he didn't purposely try to kill anyone. There's no intent there to kill anyone.
I know about that, by the way, so it's okay. You can mention it.
He just I didn't even think about that. He just unintentionally shoots him. So I mean, I don't think there's any difference thematically.
Plus, I think the accidental shooting adds the other thematic element to this story, which is about forgiveness.
Yeah.
You know, he didn't want to do that. He's just kind of like, this is a situation of like being in like the wrong place at the wrong time and hurting an innocent man. And, you know, Peter kind of has to get over that rage that he feels towards this person. So I like the way that this was portrayed. And of course, we'll get to that once we actually get to that in the end of the film. I know we're kind of bringing the stuff up now, but
Dexter, I had a question for Dexter, by the way.
Yeah, go. Yeah.
Sexy Dexy, my man. How does this movie hold up to you compared to the other ones? Do you enjoy it like I do, or are you
I'm still compelled? I've always liked this movie.
Okay, because I was always curious. I understood why people didn't like it as much, but for people that actually hate the movie, I don't get it.
Yeah, for a long time, I did not get why people did not like this movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really enjoy it, and now I'm watching it again, and I'm actually paying attention to like MJ's very bad troubles. I'm like, holy crap, I love this.
Peter, you know, you could have been a little nicer about that. You know, you just don't say, I don't need your help. You just,
to be fair to Peter, he was like, I mean, he really wasn't thinking when he kissed Gwen. He had that whole, you know, marriage proposal set up, and she was just so caught up with one mistake he made. She kind of ruined the moment. So that's kind of one of the reasons why he's all, you know, upset.
Yeah, a little cold and distant.
That is true, but if my girlfriend was Spider-Man, or my fiance, and she's making out with some random girl, or wait, some random guy. What am I doing? Some random guy. She's making out with
you got some feelings you want to tell us about?
I do. I swear.
I'm just messing with you, dude.
She's making out with some random guy on the stage. I would be mad. I mean...
just a sec. Alpha Proto says, so, where are you guys at now in the movie?
The black suit is about to form.
Yeah,
when everyone remembers that Venom is in this movie.
Yeah. So we are 1 hour and, well, for me, 1 hour and 4 minutes and 15 seconds.
Now, there is one thing they could have done with the scene. They didn't, but they did it in the animated 90s cartoon. It was a scene where Peter was running from a giant version of the black goop. It grabs him, but then the classic red and blue Spider-Man suit grabs him, and there's like a tug of war.
Yeah.
But then, of course, the black suit wins and it swallows him whole. That, I think, is what they should have put into this. Good symbolism.
But, I mean, I can see that working. I think that might have been, I don't know, a little too out there for some people because you remember like all of the symbolism and imagery that Ang Lee put into the Hulk movie.
Yeah.
And that really didn't end up working out. So they probably wanted to stay away from something like that and just kind of...
That was also in the comics. That would have been faithful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say, I know you really like the faithful adaptations. And faithfully, but you have to make a movie for the general audience.
Yeah,
you can't just make it for the fans.
See, I try to ride that line between faithful adaptation and taking liberties. Like, for example, Trapp here. He doesn't. I mean, he enjoys it, but he's not a big fan of Street Fighter 2V because it strays from the source material.
No, that's not it at all, Jeff. My issue that I think Danny and I took with you was rather your insistence that Guile be the main character of Street Fighter.
Well, he was made that way here in America, I will admit.
Yeah, but you know that goes away from the Japanese intent, which is it's Ryu. It's Bison, it's Chun-Li. Those are the characters. That's.
I would definitely like to see where it's Ryu and Guile as equals. That would make an interesting balance.
It would, because Street Fighter is a world story, and I think that's kind of what besides the whole and Satskin storyline, it is the story of like these fighters from all over the world battling each other. So. I get what you mean.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, Street Fighter 2V may stray from the source material, which you kind of have a bit of an issue with sometimes. But But my point is I understand the need to, take some creative liberties with the source material, but I also understand the need for faithfulness. So it's trying to find that balance.
Yeah. And I want to say too that I'm okay with. I mean, obviously, I don't want them changing the character at all. That like Peter Parker's character. If you're changing that I have a big problem with. Yeah, but to retcon some villains and to do some changing is refreshing because I don't want to see everything in the comics adapted to movie. Especially, I mean, if you did that, what about the comic where Peter Parker and MJ make sweet, sweet love and his radioactive stuff gives her cancer? That's a real comic. I mean, that's a real comic. And I would never want to see that on the screen.
And not to mention, like I probably said in one of the previous streams, Gwen Stacy originally was not written as a nice character because, like Flash, she bullied and made fun of Peter when she first debuted. So that's one of the reasons why people gravitated to MJ, because she didn't come off as a bully like Gwen and Flash. So therefore, but I also understand. But even still, I don't like that the whole comic where she slept with Green Goblin before her death. That is definitely tarnishing her character.
Yeah, and I don't think that's something you're going to end up seeing in the movies, because when they want to portray a love interest for the character, they want it to be someone that the character will, fight for and sacrifice for. And Gwen Stacy sleeping with Norman Osborn is probably not going to endear her to...
no one wants to see that crap on the big
screen. She was supposed to sleep with Peter and have his children, but didn't want to make Spider-Man a daddy, so that's why they made it Norman Osborn, which was stupid.
Yeah.
I think Spider-Man's already a daddy.
Oh, yeah. Spider Daddy.
Oh, web me, Spider Daddy.
I do like how Spidey was using the black suit like Batman and blending in with the shadows.
Mm-hmm.
Now, and onto the black suit, I gotta ask, in each of your honest opinions, which do you prefer? Classic black suit that's all black with the black squares and the white squares and the white spider logo, or this movie version?
I like honestly, if they could have made it work, I would have rather have seen the classic black suit, because that's honestly what I was waiting for. And funny enough, they kind of did like that version of the black suit in the PS4 Spider-Man game with the big white spider right there. So yeah. It's an iconic look, and I would have enjoyed seeing it.
Yeah, I think that was a deliberate tease because they planned to go for a black suit in the sequel.
Yeah, Dexter, what do you think?
Huh? What?
What do you prefer? Do you prefer the classic comic black suit or the movie version, Sam Raimi's movie version?
That was a very good question. I don't know. I like both of them, honestly.
Yep.
For different reasons, of course.
And Moira, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Moira.
They're actually, I was playing the Amazing Spider-Man video game that I told you about the other day. I streamed it on YouTube, and I played it wearing the black version of the Amazing Spider-Man suit. It's actually pretty. I liked that. That was cool.
Yeah. Oh man, this looks horrific right here, and that that does. Oh man. He got flushed down the drain.
Good riddance.
And now you can tell he's going toward emo Peter because the way he's got his hair covering his forehead.
Yeah, he's pulling down the bangs.
I thought that was cheesy.
Yeah. But I guess it's like he's giving into the rage and he just doesn't really care too much.
He has no F's to give anymore.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like right here.
You'll get your rent when you fix this door.
Yep.
He's surprised Pikachu face right now.
Yeah.
He's a good kid.
Yeah, because he's never like that. So when he starts acting like that, they know there's something wrong.
Yeah.
He's a good boy.
He's a good boy.
You need to go make love with him now.
Yes, my daughter. I will give him to you as marriage proposal.
I need 3 sheep in return.
And in return for that, you must give me 3 babies. Oh my God. Alpha Proto says KP got emo. Little bit there. Okay, I'm gonna try and get to the previous chats that I missed. Sorry, everybody. You know, this is obviously a very deep discussion about many facets of Spooderman here. Okay, Ethan says, I wonder if I would be kicked off for repeating Sans jokes. Nah, I think it's okay for this stream. After which, though, maybe. Alpha Proto says, I think Spider-Man would work low budget, so a TV series would work.
Yeah.
It's possible.
I think so.
In fact, one can argue that Smallville kind of took some inspiration from the Sam Raimi Spider-Man films.
Yeah, they were kind of out at the same time. Smallville came out 1 year before the first Spider-Man movie in 2001. But there were probably like similar things, similar thematic issues that, you know, the heroes were going through. So, yeah, I do think a Spider-Man TV series could work. Alpha Proto says, like Tokusatsu, like the Tokusatsu show or the 1970s movies. So you mean like Japanese Spider-Man, which I still need to see more of. Ethan says, Spider-Man, the poor office spider. Kylo says, do you like Order 66 from Star Wars? Yes, that is a pivotal scene in Star Wars history. So
I love the scene with Aunt May, by the way.
Yeah, she can see that there's something wrong with Peter, and she's trying to talk him out of it. Revenge.
Even though he already did it.
Yeah.
Too late, Aunt May. Where was this speech like 5 minutes ago?
Yeah, I could have used this like yesterday.
May already killed him. Come on now.
Ethan says, imagine a movie having a purpose. Well, I would say a good amount of movies do.
Not recent movies much.
No, yeah. Ethan then says, and when I join in tomorrow's live stream, I will be named as Retro Muted Gaming Channel. No, Ethan, when we say you can join like the stream, you'll be a part of like the gaming aspect. But we're gonna have our own chat on Discord. But you can still join in on Mario Party. It's gonna be an open tournament. Alpha Proto says, in the comics, the black costume would have had him fighting crime in his sleep. They kind of hint at it with him waking up in the costume at night. Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah, they actually did that in the... actually, I don't want to spoil anything.
All right.
Dang, Harry's a freaking good painter.
Yes,
Look at that technique. Crap.
Ancient One says, if Capcom ever wanted to do a Street Fighter movie nowadays, they would have to look at the Sonic the Hedgehog film. The sad thing is there was a good Street Fighter live action movie made. It was called Assassin's Fist.
Yes, and there's supposed to be a sequel, World Warrior. Where the heck is it?
I don't know if that's even going to still happen.
It should. I mean, really, you already got a good setup.
They have good actors for it too.
Absolutely.
I like that Butler.
Oh yeah. Ethan says it's like trying to put the Warrior book in an animated movie would not be good. The Warrior? What?
He's saying that's a book series.
Oh, okay.
He's basically saying if you adapted everything, like that was when we were talking about adaptation.
Yeah, adaptations, yeah.
It wouldn't come out as good in an animated series or anything.
Some things, yeah, just don't
need to be.
Yeah. Moira says, hugs. Thank you, Moira, for the hugs. Appreciate it. Alpha Proto says, for this movie, I think the idea of the symbiote soaked into the costume is more subtle than Peter waking up in a new costume. Yeah. And you know, that I guess that kind of goes back into the adaptation things as well. Moira says, meow to all. Let's see.
She's just 100% supportive of Peter. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. She's adorable.
By the way, there's this fan image of a Spider-Man What If that someone drew on DeviantArt. I'm gonna DM it to you on Discord.
Okay, as long as it's safe for work, we can show it on screen.
No, it's not one of those. Not one of
Okay.
those. But yeah, it's an interesting what if idea.
Okay. Ethan says all the blood and the blood thing. Let's see. No, Ethan, it's just !thick, THICC, and then that lets you use the power of the thick. Alpha Proto. What is that?
3 sheep equals 3.
Maybe that's right. Yeah. Hey, I think that's a fair trade. Alpha Proto, great news, Aunt May. Spider-Man killed Uncle Ben's killer. Wow. Let's see. Wait, hold on.
They're such nerds.
Yes, they are. Ethan, no, I'm changing my account name. Plus, wasn't it Mario Kart? Did I say a different game? Well, I meant Mario Kart. Yes, it's going to be an open Mario Kart 8 tournament. I'll make an announcement on my community section later on tonight. Ancient One says, Aunt May about... Huh?
Oh, sorry. I was just admiring their omelet making.
Oh, yeah.
Until he freaking dropped it.
Oh! You know what? I'm guessing that was a real outtake.
It probably was. You had one freaking job, Harry.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, but it worked for the fun of the moment.
It really does. Ancient One says, Aunt May about Spider-Man killing Uncle Ben's killer, incomplete. But yeah, wowee, Justice Peter.
He got it down below. He finally got it there.
Yeah.
Norman's like, I'm somewhat of a terrible cook myself.
I heard you tried to be a cook. I'm somewhat of a cook myself.
Hey, stop it.
Oh boy. And yes, Ethan, you have used the power of the thick. All right, I caught up on chat. I never thought it would happen.
I'm sorry, Dexter. I get around.
In the DMs.
All right. I see it. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I can show that on screen later.
Yeah, an interesting what if idea.
Yeah. Oh, now he's in the house all by himself.
That's not good. The thought, alcohol. He's gonna get drunk.
He's gonna get bad drunk.
Now he's going back down the dark path, and the memories are coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Wave after wave, slowly crashing.
Alpha Proto says, Sam Raimi hasn't dated in decades. He thinks doing the twist and making omelets is how the kids date nowadays.
Yeah. You mean back in 2007? 14 years ago?
Oh, yeah.
Interesting thing. James Franco was actually auditioning for something, and he actually got a role on General Hospital, one of my favorite soap operas. Mm-hmm. And the character he played was Franco. And funny thing is that even after he was done on General Hospital, they brought the character back, but they recasted him.
Oh.
But that's okay, because still the character left that big of an impact.
Yeah.
And they recently killed off the character, sadly. But still, he left that big of an impact. So kudos to James Franco for creating a character for General Hospital that lasted a while and made a big impact.
Yeah, it's always nice when you can, you do something and it has an effect on people, a positive one, I should say.
And even though the role was recast, it was still a good character named after him.
Yeah,
he's a very talented individual, I will say. He's made several good movies. If anyone's seen 127 Hours, it's a good movie.
I've seen the movie that he was in where the world came to an end.
Oh, he also does comedy films with Seth Rogen. That's his writing partner.
Oh, geez.
But he's actually a serious actor too. So
at this point, Mary Jane should know her best friend is no longer her best friend.
That's right.
And she should see
Yeah, you'd think she would understand that after he chokes her.
Actually, you would have thought that the whole issue between her and you would think that she would realize the whole issue between Peter and Harry was the whole goblin thing. Like Peter would have told her that, but no.
Well, I mean, it's at the end of Spider-Man 2. I don't know. It's like, I guess that they kind of left that somewhat ambivalent about what could have happened. So maybe he just didn't figure Harry was a serious threat at that point.
It would have been interesting if when Doc Ock said, not that it matters because Spider-Man, not that Spider-Man's dead. And she said, you're lying. And then he said, believe it. Harry Osborn saw to it himself personally. Then that would have been the tip-off for her.
Yeah, but something's a little wrong.
By the way, bless Ursula's heart. She's such a sweetheart. She deserves
so much more.
Yeah,
if Peter couldn't have MJ, he could have had her.
Ursula should have her own series.
Yeah.
We're better than an Aunt May movie.
Oh, yeah. I would definitely watch an Ursula movie.
I totally would.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, Ethan says, oh, wait, well, Ethan already came back. After Ancient One says, and after Spider-Man kills Uncle Ben's killer in complete bias, you see a bunch of sick, demented necromancers do. What are you writing, Ancient One? What is this fan fiction you are writing in my chat?
I think what he's saying is that after Peter kills, Uncle Ben's killer, necromancers revive the body so that the body can continue to torment Peter.
Oh my goodness!
I don't know about that one.
Peter's being tormented right now.
It's a way of saying, in death, he's more powerful in death than he is in life.
So if you strike me down, I shall become more powerful.
Yeah, but on the dark side of things.
Interesting. There's someone else. I'm sorry, Dexter. There's someone else.
Oh no! Oh no! Why did you have to break his heart? Quit playing games with my heart.
I'm a player. It's what I do.
Now here, as she passes by the evil Harry.
Yeah,
Harry's not evil.
Yeah,
he's just
really hurt.
But considering how he threatened her, you would think she would have said something to him, saying "bravo," like he's going to make you sorry for this. Like,
well, maybe she didn't want to step on his toes, considering he already choked her.
Yeah, but then he could have replied, "I'm counting on it."
It would have been a different way of telling the story. Okay, so Ethan says, I'm back and I changed. Oh, yeah, now you are retro muted gaming. Yes, you are. Ancient One says they make absolutely sure that Uncle Ben's killer isn't allowed a proper burial, and the priest goes, okay, nope, this corpse is desecrated. Sending it 6 feet under via proper burial would be improper. So what? They just leave the body out to rot?
Here's what we need. We need you guys to rewrite the script for Spider-Man 3. Send it to Sam Raimi and see if he will refilm it. And we could get a Zack Snyder thing. We could get a movement and refilm it with Tobey Maguire, James Franco, and Kirsten Dunst.
Yeah, and use CGI to age them down.
Yeah, de-age them 14 years.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Have you guys seen the clip of Tobey Maguire driving and the paparazzi surrounds him? Have any of you seen that?
No, I have not seen that. No.
I don't think I've seen it either.
It's pretty... You feel bad for him, but it's kind of comical. Look it up after this. The paparazzi surround him, and he can't drive anywhere, and they're flashing him a bunch. And he goes... Dang. Out the way, mother fricker! I'm trying to. It's pretty funny.
Devilish smirk on Harry's face.
Yeah.
That was a pie.
That's sharp guard. That's a clip it. That's a GIF.
And now he's done playing.
Yeah. That's also a GIF.
Yeah.
How did he vanish that quickly?
He's
Man,
got super
gifts
speed.
within 5 seconds. That's great.
Like even that dude was looking behind him like, where'd that guy go?
I bet he just hid under the table. He was just like, crap, I gotta make this dramatic. Is he gone? There we go. We're good. Finish my pie.
There's so many emotions going through everyone's head. It's crazy.
Okay,
But now
so
you hear the ominous music, and he wants to put on that black suit.
He wants to dry hump in the streets of New York and dance along.
Heck yeah, single life, baby.
so Ethan is now Retro Muted Gaming, so I will refer to you as Retro Muted Gaming, and they say this is permanent. Ancient One says I would be more than willing to do that.
Send the script in to.
Oh, send the script to say. Okay, I was like, wait, what?
Oh boy.
Here we go with this.
Oh boy.
Okay, now where were we? Mary Jane just. Peter is at Harry's place, and I think they're gonna fight.
Yup.
Okay, hold on. We're gonna watch this, and then I'll get back to the chat.
Yeah, let's watch this.
Yeah.
When she kissed me.
God, he is so good at being bad.
Yes, he is. Ooh. Oh,
my strawberries.
Ow.
God, that's gotta hurt.
Yeah, he obviously drew blood. But I
Yeah.
would think that Harry would realize maybe there's more to his friend than he realized.
Yeah. I mean, Peter's still. Well, no, I was gonna say he's wearing the symbiote suit at this point, but I don't think he is.
I
Or no,
really
wait,
like.
he is.
He is.
He's right
It's
there.
yeah, it's underneath his clothes.
I
Yeah,
like
that's-
Toby's hairstyle like this.
Yeah.
That looks
What
cool.
really should have been interesting was the moment that Peter had Harry beat. Maybe the black suit would have formed around Peter's head, almost like the Venom head, and that would be the tip off to Harry. Okay, there's more to my buddy than even I knew, and he's clearly not normal.
Yeah, none of them care. They are fueled by rage right now.
Yeah, I do think. I think that would have been a cool touch to do the Venom thing. I think that would have been a cool effect.
Show how much he's embracing the darkness.
Yeah. Even if it was like a little thing.
Yeah, just a little quick snippet would have been.
But I did like that exchange, though, where he's like, I protected you in high school, now I'm going to kick your little ass.
Yeah, Harry is really starting to feel it.
Yeah, but Harry can't dance like a spider can.
No.
He's no match for Spider-Man.
Oh, he's got the sword. You have to go grab a lightsaber.
This is a cool fight. This is such a cool fight.
Yes, it is. And there's no noble purpose behind it, unlike the other fights.
No, there's just pure, unadulterated rage between both parties.
Yeah,
This is what happened. This is what you would call a falling out between friends.
definitely.
No, he loved me. Oh.
Oh, god dang!
Can I cry?
But I swear, at this moment, if the Venom suit had showed reared its ugly head, literally,
Yeah.
Harry would have then expressed real fear and realized his friend's not normal.
It's kind of hard for him to express himself when there's a freaking bomb in his face.
Oh, jeez. Oh! And just
He's
walks
like-
away.
He's like,
Oh,
how
I
many times do I
love
have to teach you this lesson?
How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old man?
God.
And he's like, oh, hey, ladies. How
So
you
you
doing?
like to kick people's butts, eh? Well, we'll show you, old man.
Yeah.
I didn't realize the black suit made him. I'm not going to go there.
it just turned him into a big jerk at this point.
I'm going to keep it PG.
A lot of
for the
people like
stream.
this line. I'm going to put some dirt in your eye.
I'm going to put some dirt in your eye.
Oh, wow.
I'm ready for the.
Yep, the dancing. Okay, now I will get back to the chat because that was an intense scene and, needed to give it its proper space.
Yes, it was.
Okay, so Ancient One says, rewrite Spider-Man 3, make sure Venom survives so it would set the events for Spider-Man 4. Yeah, for that to happen, I just, okay, well, I'm not going to be able to say because I got to go and see to my mom, so I will be right back.
Okay.
I will say, I'm just not a big fan of the Venom storyline, and I don't really care about Venom too much. So if I do, I want to say if I do come across as negative towards Venom, that's kind of the reason why. I'm not a huge Venom guy.
I like Venom. I like how he starts off evil and diabolical, but then becomes anti-hero and hilarious. But I will say that this movie should have just ended the moment he got rid of the black suit and it latched on to Eddie, and then that way Spider-Man 4 can be all Venom.
Yeah, if they were going to do the Venom storyline, they needed to give it room to breathe and have it be its own film. If they were going to do that. Yeah,
like this one would be just Peter in the suit, but then, the movie ends with Eddie getting the suit, and then the entire fourth film would be all Venom.
Yeah, totally. And yeah, they could have had more room for Sandman and the Green Goblin. That would have been perfect. It would have ended this trilogy that they set up with the story arc, and then they could have started a whole new story arc, So they should have totally done that.
Get out of my building.
Get out.
And what's worse is that Eddie Brock, he blames Peter and Spider-Man. It's his own dang fault. He knew what he was doing and just didn't care. He thought he could just skate under. He didn't have to play by the rules.
Yeah.
And that's one of the reasons why every Spider-Man villain, whatever their reasons are, they all have to have one thing in common. They are the opposite of Peter in responsibility.
Yeah. Dexter, by the way, I'll get with you later about that Ursula web series we'll send to the writers. We'll have our own series. We'll be the co-writers of the Ursula series. When it comes to superheroes, you know how most superheroes have their total opposite, like the Flash, Reverse Flash, Spider-Man, Venom. Who else? Superman, Zod, essentially. Actually, don't they have Bizarro Superman, right?
Well, actually, I think Zod more so, because basically he's evil Superman.
Yeah, that's what
Bizarro
I was thinking.
is just backwards Superman.
Yeah, I really don't like those kinds of things, because what I love about, say, a superhero, for instance, the Green Goblin, it's a whole unique thing, I just hate when they just do the opposite.
I like the scene with Betty and Peter.
Oh, yeah.
It's not the position I hired you for.
It could be, though.
I mean, Betty is pretty gosh darn cute. And I think she and Peter were a couple in one story or something.
In the comics, they after Peter got over his crush on Liz Allen in high school, but before he dated Gwen and MJ, he dated Liz because but the thing was Marvel realized was becoming too much like Superman and Lois, so that's why they ixnayed the Betty Brant dynamic.
Right. Yep, Caden, this is your part right here, just the dancing in the street.
So unbelievably confident.
Oh, yeah.
I love this scene so freaking much. I just sometimes YouTube this scene and just watch it.
Yeah. Let's see. Where are we in the chat?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there we go. The scene that just hits. Oh my god.
So
I love
the mojo.
I love the GIF where it has it's supposed to be Thor coming down out of the lightning, but instead it's Peter.
Yes.
I've never seen Sandman survive.
And then,
this is funny.
Oh yeah. And then there's the GIF where it has Peter dancing, it has Joker dancing, and I think they added Zemo dancing to that one as well.
Oh gosh.
He's got all these guys dancers, just oh man, it's
perfect.
It's too much. It's too much for one GIF to handle. Okay.
Kind of like this movie.
Exactly, just like this movie. It's too much to handle. Man, look at Peter just being a player. He's talking to Betty. He's talking to Gwen. He's going up to Ursula, getting them cookies and milk.
And
fine, babe.
Before you left, Trapp.
So is he trying to go after Gwen to hurt Eddie?
No, to hurt MJ.
I think to hurt both.
Maybe he's doing it both. Yeah.
Because Eddie was with Gwen, so
he knows that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then he got caught for faking photos because he took a photo that Peter made and photoshopped his footage of Black Suit Spider-Man on it.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's the thing. Like I was saying before you left, Trapp, is that Eddie wants to blame Peter and Spider-Man, but he did this all to himself. He knew what he was doing. He just didn't care. He thought he could get away with not playing by the rules.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the things I just said is that Spider-Man, the theme of his character is responsibility. That's why every villain, whatever their backstory, whether they're sympathetic or not, they all have to have one thing in common. They are the opposite of Spider-Man in terms of they are irresponsible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's another thing with Batman villains is that Batman, he's like the one flaw that each of and every one of his villains has is their ego. Their ego is their downfall.
Slow camera zoom.
About this scene that's about to play in front of us. Even as a 7-year-old kid in the theater, this scene made me cringe.
Yeah,
starting from the "give me some shade, hot legs,"
because I mean, I was familiar with the black suit thing from the cartoon, so seeing how it was affecting him in here was really awkward when I saw it.
Yeah.
I thought it was all funny. I was enjoying every bit of it.
I mean, I wanted to enjoy it, but it just came very awkward.
It is, and it's very over the top as well. It's like it goes into like the straight like cartoony territory. Is like like that right there. Like he takes off his jacket and the wind flaps Gwen Stacy's hair. It's like, okay. Now dig on this. Like, oh my god, this is like full on Star Wars musical number in Return of the Jedi. Kind of just comes out of nowhere. So I can get why, like Dexter, you enjoyed this because it's like, wow, this is like blowing my mind here. And
it's really blowing up my skirt, gentlemen.
Oh my god! Hey, you better keep that thing clean. And
that was a line from True Lies. The Nick Fury leader of that agency. He's like, "This really isn't blowing up my skirt, gentlemen."
Now see, that Peter and MJ's relationship was pretty bad because neither of them really know each other.
No,
Peter didn't know that MJ was having a really rough time when she was really down, and MJ didn't kind of sort of know that this isn't really Peter. Like, who the heck does this?
Very valid point there. Yeah.
And here comes my least favorite scene of this movie. I mean, there is a moment where he has to realize he's going too far, but this I felt was a little too much.
I don't think he did enough to her. No. I'm joking. I'm joking. He's getting so peeved. Oh my frick.
Oh,
you don't know. You're messing with. Oh no!
And there it is.
There it is.
Cue the Rock meme
that everything was wrong.
Cue the Rock meme. Shut up.
Oh yeah.
There you go. There you go, Peter. Realize hitting women is just not okay.
Nope.
There you go, Peter.
But I think we need this kind of low point in this. He hits absolute rock bottom there.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, they obviously can't do that in the cartoons. But I mean, how else do you have a guy hit rock bottom other than this?
Yeah, Dexter, what were you saying about that?
That's what I love about character arcs. Like, you can have a high. That's fun. That's fine. But like an actual compelling low, and then him getting back from that low, that's great.
It is.
That's what makes a good, compelling character.
It definitely is. Yeah, for sure.
All right, I'm going to try and get back to chat. I'm so sorry, guys. Like I said, we got a lot to say about this movie. Okay. So this was back when it was the Goblin Peter fight. This fight is great. The banter makes it very personal.
Holy crap, Alex! That's how far back it is.
Yeah, it's like 9:36. We're at 9:40, so we're like 13 minutes behind now.
Oh, that's not too bad. I was thinking that was further.
Yeah, meaning the thing he didn't see is her blood. Wait, what? Yeah, I don't remember what that's from. Ancient One said 17 likes so far. I don't know if we're at 20 likes or so on the stream.
Let me see. About 18.
18. All right, cool. Let's see. Alpha Proto. Yeah, Peter dated Betty Brant, but she hated Spider-Man, and that made the relationship awkward.
And that was the same thing with Gwen.
Yeah. Ancient One says, if there isn't knowledge that isn't power, then there isn't sense that isn't responsibility. I think you've got a lot of redundancies in that sentence there.
I think
it makes it a little hard to follow, but I think I get what you're saying. Like, Peter is kind of like, he's not following any of the basic tenets of his character. So, and there's the monster Venom right there.
I do. I think this scene is so weird though, because he goes all the way to a church just to say, "I want you to kill Peter Parker."
Yeah.
Well,
isn't that
Peter
a bit
did say?
far?
I forgot the exact line, but he does say, "Get religion."
Yeah,
yeah.
Forgiveness, get religion.
Yeah.
But that's the thing with Eddie. It's that he wants to blame Peter and everything. It's his own dang fault.
Yeah,
it is his own fault. But I just find that it's so weird, though.
And that's how irresponsible he is.
It's kind of
everyone except himself.
Yeah, it's going to an extreme.
An extreme irresponsibility.
Alpha Proto says, yeah, this bar scene is embarrassing. It's like it's from another movie. It goes from wacky dancing to abuse against women. How are we supposed to react to this? It's all over the place.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why it's very awkward and not my favorite.
Yeah, it is kind of tonally sort of off.
Mm-hmm.
But I think at the end where like he does hit her like that, it's supposed to show him being at like his lowest.
Yeah.
But I think it could have been executed a bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to remember though, like,
okay, now this is where the movie should have ended.
He, like, without the suit itself, Peter was pretty hurt. Like, he lost his high school crush. He and even with the suit, it pretty much what's the word I'm looking for? Enhances his grief and his anger.
Yeah.
He just fought his best friend. He lost his other best friend, I guess.
Yeah, the love of his life, sort of. Yeah.
So he's in his head right now. All he's thinking is, I want jealousy, or I just want to feel good, or whatever. And he's in the moment of it. And then once he hits his love, he's like, all right, this is it. I really need to think my life.
And that's what's perfect about Peter Parker is he's human, and that's a human trait right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I said, that moment where the camera zoomed into Eddie's Venom's mouth, that's where this movie should have ended.
I don't think so, though. That would have felt so jarring, I feel like, to end just right there.
But then that way Spider-Man 4 would have picked up from that. With the
yeah, but what about the Sandman storyline? What about Green Goblin storyline?
Yeah, and we only had like 2 or 3 fights.
Plus,
we have to have like a big, good fight.
Big finale.
And we're not even like 2 hours into the movie yet, so that would have ended the movie a bit, before like the run times of like the other movies. There's a lot, I admit, that could have been moved around and changed, but I do think that the whole Venom thing, it feels very much like pushed into this movie that should have been about Sandman and just Peter's. You could do Peter's dark side without the black suit.
Could you really?
That's true.
Yeah.
Yes.
You
can. You absolutely can.
Yeah, probably not exactly how they did it here because again, the suit made everything extreme. But yeah, I understand where the Trapp's coming from.
Yeah, humans have low points without symbiotes crawling up them. I mean,
yeah.
You could totally do it. I know people, though, because of the comics, would have wanted to see the symbiote storyline. Yeah, Alpha Proto made a comment down there. I think camera into... Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I think the camera into Venom's mouth could have been the last we saw of Venom. Yeah.
I think so. Cool. I think so, yeah.
Oh, you're saying like Venom could have dipped out from there? And
like Eddie Brock Venom is gone from the rest of the story. And then, you could still do like a Spider-Man 4 that, picks up immediately afterwards. And then it's like, now he's the threat.
Previously
that would have been cool.
On Spider-Man.
That would have been cool. Yeah, that would have been cool.
Previously on Spider-Man.
Yes. Let's see. Welcome back again, Retro Muted. And then they say, when a person says you have not seen the last of me, but it really was the last time. Yeah, that's like saying goodbye to an online friend. It's like, yeah, I'll see you later, and then you never talk again.
Oh.
Yeah. He's like, ugh, what are you? And he tosses him away like a bug.
Now you did play. Did you reminder? Were you Trapp? Did you play the PS3 Spider-Man 3?
No, I did not get to play that.
Because the way they handled the team up here between Venom and Sandman is a little different in that version.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that it, or someone mentioned that it was different than the movie. It might have been Alpha Proto who said that the game, I think, came out before the movie or something, so the storyline is slightly different.
Yeah, he comments down below some more about that.
Yeah.
Alpha Proto.
Okay, yeah. In Spider-Man 3, the game, Venom kidnaps Sandman's daughter and forces him to help him kill Spider-Man. Oh.
Ooh, that would have been a little
really
better.
Cool. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been awesome.
Yeah.
But MJ still gets kidnapped and all that. Also, Venom dies differently in the game. Would you like me to tell you that, or would you like to be surprised?
You can tell me, because I'm not very likely to play the Spider-Man 3 PS3 game.
Basically, he knocked Venom off the construction site. He was falling with him, but then he like made sure Venom was underneath him, and then he shot a web line to pull away, and then Venom got impaled on an eye bar.
Ooh.
Oh, jeez.
It's kind of like what happens to Saruman a little bit there.
Yeah, but I wonder, could the symbiote make sure he stayed alive or not?
Oh my god! Okay, this right here, like, how could that have possibly have worked out? Like, was he just waiting in the taxi to go pick her up and then take her to this building?
Yeah, she wasn't even planning to leave or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, I conveniently had this taxi, and you conveniently got in it.
Pretty much.
Sandman's so cool.
Yeah. He's very much like an what word am I looking for? An unwilling villain, I guess.
Yeah. And I don't want to hear anything up there about Hydra Man. not till after the fight.
Yeah. Hey, Mary Jane's been kidnapped again.
Yeah, recently, an actress recently seen doing a brief stint on Broadway. That's low.
Yep.
It's time to put the suit bag on, Peter. Get back out there.
Tank Man should be dubbed. Oh, is that a Friday Night Funkin' reference?
Yep. Ugh.
I see. Yep, time to put the suit back on.
There is no way I'd be a reporter standing in front of the Sandman. Right now, Sandman's destroying the city. He's like right above me. I might die. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see.
You got to be super close. Get all the juicy action.
Man, he has really good font for webs. I mean, that's
yeah,
good.
definitely.
And he just got the suit. How did he practice? Well, then again, the suit did have Peter's, like, I don't know, experience or memories and things. So
yeah. Peter would practice all the time his handwriting and web.
Hey, Super J, welcome, buddy. How you doing tonight?
Oh, Harry, what happened to your face, my guy?
Dude, man, you got to stay away from those heaters. Seriously, Peter?
You don't deserve my help. Look at my face. He didn't put dirt in his eye. He put a freaking bomb in his eye.
Get out.
Yes, Daddy, Harry.
I'm sorry, Daddy.
I hate this scene. He could have freaking. Oh wait, yeah. Bernard could have freaking told this from the first movie.
I know, like
he had one job.
One job, Bernard. Super says was with Azalea tonight, guiding her on Resident Evil 4. Oh yeah, she was playing Resident Evil 4. That's awesome.
Hey, Super J, how's it going?
God dang it, Butler.
I know.
You're kidding me? I forgot about this part. Oh my god.
Yep.
Thanks for burying the lead. You're fired.
Like, seriously, dude, look at my face. This could have been avoided.
I've been like, Bernard, you were 6 years too late, damn it.
Oh, you love my father? You love him enough to tell me the truth?
Yep. Bernard, it was like, you're not doing me a solid here. You withheld important information. I hated my best friend.
Look what Super J said.
He just needed a reminder his dad was already psychotic and no amount of his love was ever going to change that.
Okay, he says, in case you didn't hear what happened, I was in a freak accident this weekend.
Oh, shit. Whoa, I thought you were talking about the movie.
Oh,
my guy, I'm sorry.
I broke my nose. Oh my god, dude.
Oh, jeez.
First, I want to apologize. I thought you were totally talking about the bomb in the movie. So I do apologize. And I hope you're doing a lot better, man.
Yeah, we hope you're doing all right at this point.
Oh my goodness.
Over the top as it may be, I like the shot of where he's in front of the the American flag.
Mm-hmm.
America!
By the way, this movie was made in America, if you guys didn't. I have to keep doing because they keep putting Spidey in front of the flag. So I'm just like, oh, just in case you didn't know.
Those were the times where we were patriotic.
Yeah,
Alex.
That's true. It's true.
Oh man, if Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man comes back in the upcoming Spider-Man, they have to put him in front of the flag.
Yeah,
They need to do that.
Just so I can repeat that. Oh, by the way, this movie.
America.
Okay, so Super says, well, first Ancient One says, oh, wow. And then Super says, I was out for a few days from work, but I'm back to work tomorrow. Really, man? That sucks that they can't just, give you a little more time.
Oh, man.
Yep, your nose. Thanks for the shout out.
I do appreciate the consistency of this movie, making it where the suit allows him to attack Peter and bypass his spider sense.
Yeah. Yep.
Who my spidey sense is tingling.
That's one of the reasons why I like Venom is that he doesn't just know who he is, he also has his same powers but enhanced, and he can bypass the spider sense.
Yeah, he's basically Monster Spider-Man who knows all of Spider-Man's weaknesses. So that's a pretty freaky enemy to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
Super says, lol. Alpha Proto says, I think the American flag thing was over the top. I think it just kind of became a tradition because, when Spider-Man...
As over the top as it may be, Stan Lee, he flat out said when he designed Spider-Man, he basically made Captain America covered in cobwebs.
That I did not realize.
Fuck.
And I will say it's also a sign of the times that they were filmed.
Yeah, that's what I was going to get to, but go ahead, Caden.
Oh, no, you can continue. That's all I was going to say.
Yeah, so Spider-Man 1, came out not that long after, 9/11 happened. So, having that kind of imagery, that patriotic imagery in a superhero movie, it was uplifting for people. It was like, no matter what happens,
Yeah.
we have our heroes, we have our stories, and, we have each other. as
and nothing against that. It's just, I understand if that was in the first film because it was more recent, more fresh. But I felt that maybe like for 2 and 3, maybe it was getting a little too carried away.
That's why I think like at that point is just like, okay, it's like a tradition. Yeah, so it's
That's funny because I bet most of their ticket sales came from China.
That's a good question. We'll have to see like what Spider-Man's box office was like, at that point, because I think the Chinese box office first started opening up by about like 2008, because I think that's when the Olympics was in China.
I did not know that.
Yeah, so it's like China was really like opening up like internationally. Okay, so back to this. Retro says, "Oh man, I thought it was in Italy." I know, it's an easy mistake to make. Alpha Proto says the newscaster stuff was super hammy too. Yeah, he was like a news anchor from like a Los Angeles based news agency. And it's like as soon as I saw him, like, wait, I know that guy. Because I used to watch like the news, like regular TV, way back in the day. Super says, my doctor says I'm cleared. Well, all right. And Alpha Proto says, this last entire act wraps things up way too clean, too convenient for me.
Not too clean. Remember, someone dies.
Not to mention...
more people die, actually.
And the resolution between Peter and MJ is not really defined.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't define it.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that, too, because it was the last of the trilogy. So I'm kind of glad they wrapped things up and didn't put a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did. We all would have been pissed.
Yeah, we would have.
Not the end of Spider-Man. Ooh.
Ow.
Oh, frick.
Best scene ever.
Yep.
It's like Han Solo good during the Death Star battle good.
Before or after he dies.
Han Solo.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Han Solo at the Death Star battle.
I know. I was totally joking.
Yeah.
That movie don't exist.
Super says, anyways, I'm off to bed. Wanted to say, hey, well, thanks for stopping by, Super. I mean, we're at basically the end of the movie anyway, so we're kind of wrapping things up, or we're coming down to the end, I should say.
I'm glad they resolved their friendship.
Unite.
You can.
Giggity.
All right, now let's ride into sunset together, dumb.
Couple of minutes ago when it had been so bad.
Yep.
What are you going to do? Blow up the other side of my face?
Oh, I just realized his face is scarred on the left, and his mask is ruined on the right.
Yep.
That's
symmetry.
That's
good symmetry right there. Ooh, he's turning them into glass.
Nice.
Oh, sheesh. I love J. Jonah during this battle.
Yep. All right, Super. Have a good night, buddy.
I'm pretty sure that's Sam Raimi's daughter.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah? That little girl right there?
I am 99% sure.
She knows how to hustle.
Yes, she does. Ancient One says, since it's been over 2 hours, once you end the live stream for the day Trapp, you wish to raid someone. Let's see. Probably, yeah. I just need to see how many people I have watching on YouTube and well, Twitch. There's 3 people. YouTube, I gotta go take a quick look.
Now, like I said, I like the scene with Peter and Harry working together. It's like a Batman and Robin-esque style thing.
Mm-hmm.
A dynamic duo.
Yeah, this is awesome. This is
teamwork.
I'm glad they get this final.
Yeah, I don't think they ever did anything like this in the comics.
Yeah, I can't think of that either, of like Peter and Harry working together like this.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, there was talks that they reconciled, but I don't think there was a team up moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is freaking awesome. I love that they did this.
Yes.
Let's see. Retro Muted says, "Oh yeah, a raid would be fun."
Man, that crowd's getting hyped.
Yes, they are.
I'm sorry I punched you in the face.
Yeah, it's like now's really not time for a moment. Ouch. Oof.
We're in pure awe right now. Notice there's a silence.
Oh yeah.
This is a good final battle. The action in this movie is really good.
It's basically a monster battle, with,
Yeah, it is.
With these
Let's
guys.
face it, monster battles are one of the best things, especially when the hero is still human size.
Oh yeah, it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I love Sandman in this.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm breaking apart.
Do a thumbs up.
He should have done a thumbs up.
No, he should have did a middle finger. That would have been better.
Ancient One says, would be awesome if Peter and Harry actually decide to call a truce and team up in the comics.
That I would love.
I would too, and especially if Aunt May joined for a trio. Give her a costume, make
and
her a movie.
Ursula.
Oh, and Ursula.
Yes.
We could have a freaking Avengers of Spider-Man characters.
Oh yeah.
Well, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. That's called getting too big for your britches. But I do agree that Harry ditching the Goblin outfit and coming up with a new identity, similar yet different.
Mm-hmm.
Not new Goblin, but not Green Goblin second either. Just something similar but different, more heroic.
What would Ursula's power be? Like making chocolate chip cookies?
Heck yeah.
Just being ridiculously cute.
Which she is.
And just nice. Like the power of niceness. It would melt the hearts of all villains.
It makes me happy.
Wow.
Oh, frick.
Oh,
ow.
Do what his father did.
No.
That's it. That's his weakness.
Yep.
I know what to do.
Just like a quiet place.
Loud noise, and fire.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Oh.
Takes the blades for his friend.
No.
Oh!
Dang.
Such a good moment. His true redemption. His true redemption right there.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I don't know if any of you heard of the actual Clone War saga, what the original plan was for that story. My friend Mando Merc has showed me a site about it. There's like a site where that shows what the Clone Saga in the comics was actually supposed to lead to.
Okay, this CGI work right here always kind of weirded me out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It may be obvious CGI, but at least it's better quality than more recent CG.
Like, seeing Peter's face on a CGI model, that was weird.
Yeah.
That was a little wonky.
I don't know. It depends on what you're talking about, though, because I think, generally speaking, most of the CGI today is still pretty good.
Yeah, a lot of movies really hit it with the CGI.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is just time. It's just dated. But it doesn't bother me.
I actually like this part.
Yeah, that is something straight out of a horror film right there.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah, let's just jump on a bomb. Well, I guess it kind of grabs him.
Idiot.
Yeah.
Basically, Eddie in that moment was like Gollum in Lord of the Rings. He was addicted to the suit like Gollum was to the ring.
Yeah.
Though, if they really wanted Venom to live beyond this, they could have had it where the moment Giant Sandman was defeated, Venom just, cowered up and ran off back into the shadows, plotting his next revenge scheme.
We'll meet again, Spider-Man.
Exactly.
His friend is gone. Sacrificed himself.
It's all right commenting about, what's going on in your life there, Retro. It's just, we're talking about the movie here. So it's no big deal. And we're coming down to the end of it too.
He's got some very blue eyes.
Yeah.
They both do. What the flip? I'm glad they did this.
Yeah.
Unpopular opinion, I'm sure.
No, I'm glad that this showed what really happened.
I like that they did that though, because it added to Ben's character.
Yeah,
Yes.
and this just makes the killing it still makes it tragic, but it's just tragic from another angle.
Yeah, it hits so much harder. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
it's not like Ben was jumping on the gun, doing flips on the gun like he's in his prime.
Yeah.
He's just trying to be a good man like he normally is. Look at
I
that.
think what should have happened was he smacked his partner on the back so hard, his partner inadvertently jumped and squeezed the trigger by mistake.
Like the accident gunshot wasn't believable enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I can see a lot of people being mad on that. Which honestly,
Yeah.
that is not the point.
Yeah. Sometimes they don't have to do things logistically. Sometimes you sacrifice a little bit of realism for the emotion of the story.
That's true.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that. If you get your point across and you
Just
create
as
an
long as it's
emotional,
true.
compelling story.
Yeah, just as long as it's not too outrageous.
Yeah, and I don't think this was too outrageous. Maybe it's not quite what some people wanted, but I think emotionally and thematically, which is what you want to do to get to the heart of your audience, I think it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeet.
And this is such a different ending compared to the last two Spider-Man movies, where he doesn't really get to talk it out and stop the villain completely. Green Goblin died, Doc Ock died,
Yeah.
quote unquote. But here it's like they actually have a heart-to-heart conversation, and it's like, you know what, I forgive you. It's all right.
That's good. Look.
Oh,
look at
that's
that.
so good.
I'm freaking getting chills. Straight
Yeah.
up. I'm actually getting chills right now.
He just fades
I'm
away.
surprised
I
you
can't even
didn't-
hear the
His
audio.
forgiveness just released him.
I can't even hear
that's
the
so
audio.
good.
Yeah.
I'm getting
I'm
freaking
surprised.
chills.
I'm surprised he can even cry when his body's made of sand now.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a very solid point.
Oh yeah.
Alpha Proto says, he kills Venom, then lowers down to forgive Sandman, then lowers down and has, which is what we're watching right now, his last words with Harry, then lowers down and gives Mr. Dick Rich his money. Are you trying to say that this ending is kind of a downer, Mr. Proto?
Oh, Harry's not dead yet. My bad.
Yeah, there's a few last words that they have.
That's good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They get closure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Oh, she.
Mm-hmm.
None of that matters, Trapp. You're my friend.
Best friend.
Oh, Harry, don't go.
Oh, there's the tears.
Oh,
Harry
My heart.
Osborn has left the game.
R.I.P. Harry Osborn.
Mm-hmm.
dang, man.
Look at that beautiful shot. Frick me.
Oh, so good.
But cheer up, everyone. Harry's alive and well and is Spider-Man's partner in crime fighting in Spider-Man Friend or Foe.
Yay!
Is that James Franco?
That's the version of this character, but I don't know if James Franco actually did the voice.
Is that James Franco? No, I'm joking. Oh, Bernard, bless your heart. Yep, no one left.
Yep. I mean, does he inherit the Osborn thing now, or it probably just goes to the board of.
Why is Gwen there?
Yeah,
she has nothing to do with Harry.
Probably.
Yeah, did she even know Harry?
Probably emotional support for Peter.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Or maybe there was like a double funeral for Eddie Brock as well.
Yeah.
It was a 2-for-1.
Yeah, they put little ashes next to Harry's body.
Yeah.
I remember the person I was watching this with, after this scene of them dancing, turns to me and goes, "What the frick? What was that?" And I was like, "That was the best movie ever." Yeah. She was like, "I don't think we saw the same movie."
Yeah.
Oh, we saw the same movie. You just didn't. You just don't have a heart.
Yeah.
It didn't end like a typical like trilogy ender where it's like a big sort of like ending. This is much more like subdued and kind of sad, honestly.
Yeah.
Like I said,
sad endings can be good too. This was good.
Like I said, this is the Empire Strikes Back of Spider-Man, and the difference between this and Empire is that Empire was the second movie. This is the third and the final.
Yeah, and because it kind of has that.
Sorry.
Okay there, Caden?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm sorry.
Because it has that kind of downcast kind of ending, it feels like it should have been more of like a second movie ending rather than the third. Like the second movie is usually where things go bad for the characters, but that happened in this movie, so it's like it kind of flipped.
It did.
Whereas like the Spider-Man 2 ending is kind of like that was more like the trilogy ender.
Yeah.
Now, that being the case, what would you say if they actually had the story of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 where they go to feudal Japan as the second movie and they had Secret of the Ooze as the third?
I don't think that quite works because Secret of the Ooze, they just learn more about the thing that made them, and
but they also have a second encounter with Shredder.
That's true. It just didn't feel like that was quite the end of the story for the Ninja Turtles. It just felt like, now that they killed the Shredder, now there's like, what else do they do? So I don't know. I just don't think the analogy quite works.
Well, the one thing I always thought of is when watching Ninja Turtles 3 is that when Raph befriends the little boy named Yoshi, who is the little brother of Mitsu, the girl that Mikey is in love with, Yoshi, me and my stepdad, we always thought that was the ancestor of Hamato Yoshi, the one who trained Splinter and all that.
I think you're giving the filmmakers too much credit.
Well, maybe, but that's what we thought when we heard the name Yoshi, because we remembered that from the first film. It would have been nice if they actually did hint more at that. That way, it could have, it was like the Turtles are actually taking part in their own origins,
which actually happened in the 2012 Turtle cartoon. But this isn't TMNT, and we'll have to talk about that another time.
But TMNT was inspired
Alex,
by Marvel.
You're hurting my health when we do these late live streams, eating a bunch of junk food right before bed. Look at you. Look at what you're doing.
And we've still got 3 more films to go.
Hey.
Alpha Proto says, Turtle Human Love? No! It's happened.
Okay, I'm assuming the 3 films are the 2 MCU films and Into the Spider-Verse.
Yep, that's what's coming up next.
Well, I have some bum news about that. I don't have any of those.
No Disney Plus?
Well, I technically could get onto Disney Plus. It's a matter of want.
Yeah.
Is any of them on Disney Plus?
One of them are. The Homecoming's on Disney Plus. For some weird reason, Far From Home is not, but they're trying to get it into Disney Plus.
That's a Sony thing.
I know Into the Spider-Verse is on Netflix. I think it's still there.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe I will be able to see Into the Spider-Verse because I have Netflix.
Okay, perfect.
And then I think maybe you can rent the other two on YouTube or something, or possibly
or Amazon
Prime. Yeah,
Amazon Prime. Yeah.
Here's a question: should I see Into the Spider-Verse before we do the watch party?
Honestly, if you haven't seen it at this point, I'd say just wait for us to do the watch party.
Okay. Okay, but then I'll have to.
Honestly,
I'll just have to.
You're gonna want to watch it more than once.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a really good film.
Yeah, because, I mean, I understand there's been some talk about the whole, Miles Morales character and all that, but I hear that he was portrayed well in that film.
Yeah, yes. I didn't have any issues with Miles Morales in that. Whatever it was in the comics or whatever, he's a very well-rounded character in the movie.
Okay. He's basically me. I love it.
But here's the question. How is Miles Into the Spider-Verse compared to Miles in the Insomniac games?
They're two different characters.
They're very different, yeah.
Okay,
they are very different.
Which would you say is the better of the two?
I don't think any. I don't think. Well, I just want to say I think because they're two different. It's just two different views on the character. I don't think one's better.
But if you had to pick one, who would you feel more like?
Into the Spider-Verse is what I would pick if I had to pick one.
Yeah, because Miles in Spider-Verse has a good story arc. Miles in the Insomniac games is still kind of going on his journey, so it's not quite done yet.
Yeah. Yep.
Let's see. Thank you, Ancient One, again for shouting out people's links. And Alpha Proto says, Spider-Verse is the movie that will make you like Miles if you don't.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, then I will give it a whirl.
Yeah.
But let me ask you this. Is Miles Morales built up at Peter Parker's expense?
No,
not at all.
There's perfect balance.
Okay,
there's two Peter Parkers, so if one goes down, we still got another.
Because the thing is, I know that Peter, from what I've seen of the trailers for Into Spider-Verse, he has that sort of 5 o'clock shadow, almost like he's a hobo type.
Yeah, this is not a Han Solo in The Force Awakens style situation.
Yeah, you'll see exactly what the deal is when you watch the movie. Trust me, it's really good.
And go ahead, Caden.
Oh, I was just gonna say, and what I'll say is going into the movie, I didn't know too much about Miles. I did a little bit of reading, a little bit of bits and pieces, but after I was so worried because I love Peter Parker.
Mm-hmm.
I was so worried about it. The movie does it perfectly.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, no complaints.
And you will be very surprised by how everything unfolds. So I would say give the movie a chance. It's not woke or anything of that sort. It might have, maybe you might feel well, that might be a little woke, but whatever it is, it does not ruin the movie at all. It is a great movie, and it is worth watching multiple times.
And look, I went from Peter Parker fan to look.
Yep, you got the. Oh, I gotta put you on. I gotta put you on solo layout. Okay, go ahead, Caden.
Me.
There you go. Yep, you got the Miles Morales logo. Right.
Frick
there.
yeah, I do. All right.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
So,
because all I know about Miles is, in Ultimate Comics universe, Peter Parker dies, spoiler alert, and Miles, he apparently got the same spider bite as Peter, but he never used his powers. And when Spider-Man died, he felt guilty over that, and that's why he became Spider-Man, because he feels like he owes it to the memory of Spider-Man, because he didn't use his powers to save him.
Well, all I'll say is that's interesting.
You'll
and,
see.
Wait till you see. Yeah, and wait till you see the movie. Don't prejudge it, and give it a chance.
I will give it a chance. Hopefully it'll still be on Netflix in a few weeks, right?
Yeah.
I don't see why it wouldn't be.
Because I did try to watch My Hero Academia on Netflix, but it wasn't there.
Oh, well, you can watch it on Verve, VRV.
What is Verve? I don't know what that is.
It's another streaming service. It has anime and indie shows and stuff.
Do I have to pay to get it? Or
nope, completely free.
Okay, I will look into Verve.
All right, and finally, Burnt Nugget, welcome to the stream. I'm sorry, you kind of came in at the end, and I was trying to get to you, but we had the whole Spider-Verse chat thing going on there. All right, thank you, Ancient One. Alpha Proto says it all makes sense when you see the movie. Retro Muted says can't wait for the next stream. Alpha Proto says if you wait and watch the movie with them, it would be great to get a fresh reaction from you. And then Alpha Proto says, can you watch Spider-Verse next, or do you have to watch it in order? I'm saving Spider-Verse for last because I feel like out of the next 3 movies we're going to watch, it's the best one.
That's for last.
And I want to say about that too, the order of how we're watching it. Originally, I was like, we should watch Spider-Verse after Sam Raimi and then the 2.
Mm-hmm.
But no, actually, we should watch the 2 and then Spider-Verse, because I think the 3rd Tom Holland movies kind of combine the 2.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And so I think we really need to watch it in that order. Mm. And not to mention, Spider-Verse is a freaking amazing movie and would be a fantastic finale, unlike Far From Home.
Actually,
wow.
I think it might be best if I do watch it before the whole thing, because I just realized, considering how late it is and I'm kind of talking low so I don't wake anyone, and not to mention during the watch party, I'll hardly be able to hear the movie. So
that's true. Yeah,
that's very fair.
Yeah, watch it. Yeah, before we get together and see it.
Okay, I'll see it. Since I'm not working tomorrow, I'll watch it tomorrow with my stepdad.
Yeah. Alpha Proto says Spider-Verse builds up Miles better than his entire time in the comics.
Awesome.
Retro says, I will try to play along if I can find my charger, and Spider-Man got killed by walking block. All right. And it did more for him in a couple of hours than years of comics. Yeah, I would agree.
I mean, heck, 90s X-Men cartoon told a better origin of myth of Carol Danvers than recent movies and comics.
Yeah, I would agree with that. So yes, next week we'll get together. We're gonna watch Spider-Man: Homecoming. So that's the next one. So everybody get that ready. Make sure you got that. And then, of course, tomorrow I'm going to be streaming with Dexter. We're going to do the Mario Kart streamer tournament, and then we'll be together again on Saturday for Sonic Sat PM. Now, as for you guys, Jeff, are you going to do a live stream again this week?
Tomorrow I have my my Lord of the Rings Conquest stream from Twitch re-uploaded and premiering on YouTube. And Thursday the 10th, I should be having an interview with Matt Squirrel. And
that's right, yeah.
And also for the Homecoming and Far From Home streams, since I currently don't have the movie, should I sit them out, or can I still be in and just be a commentator?
Well, if you don't have the movies, you would probably be best being a commentator then, because it would just be us kind of like, talking about the movie and you not being able to see it.
Okay, yeah, that way I can keep up to date on the movie and still voice my opinion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Caden, are you going to do any other things this week? Any live streams or anything?
You'll perhaps see me on TikTok. That's where I spend most of my time now. But yeah, I do have a question though, Alex. Are we gonna give our reviews, or are we just saying what we're doing this week?
Oh yeah. I kind of forgot about that, but it was getting late, and people were getting tired. But yeah, we can go ahead and say what we want to say about the film. So Jeff, you want to go first?
Okay. The film had a great start and an interesting exploration to the dark side of every character, not just Spider-Man. Like seeing MJ secretly selfish and wanting the spotlight, Harry really just wanting approval that he will never have, and all that. And overall, but of course, like I said, there are some scenes like the retconning of Ben's origin or Ben's death, and the hitting on MJ scene and all that, and even the death, how they should have handled the Venom situation. Those are 3 things I can think of that really I have complaints or nitpicks or whatever about. So overall, using my rating system, I would give this, in terms of action, I'd give this 9 webs out of 10. In terms of story, I'd give this about 9 DVDs, discs out of 10. And in terms of, nudity, love.
What?
I can't help it. I'm an 80s action guy, and they had a lot of nudity in those scenes. I give it 0 saxophones out of 10.
Yeah, if you came into this looking for nudity, this is the wrong movie.
Yeah, and the reason why I use saxophones is because usually when people get naked, there's like a jazzy saxophone playing. So overall, I'd rate this movie about a B+.
All right. Dexter, you want to go next?
Hello.
Oh.
So, it's been a very long time since I've seen Spider-Man 3. And now that I'm older and I actually have actual tastes and I can actually pay attention to the characters, I really love the character arcs that everyone went through here. The anger, the anguish that they had to go through, the so much confidence that Peter exuded.
Yeah.
And it all came up to, like, at the end, most of it wasn't resolved. It was just like they still have stuff that they have to figure out, but it was great. Like it wasn't like a perfect resolve or anything, but like I just really love character arcs because you could just show me a character that is a little bit down on their luck. Oh no. Then they get the powers, they save the girl, everything's great. That's great. But give me some good character arcs where they're on a high, a low, and then they realize what they've done and freaking come back from it. Oh my god, yes. And the action is pretty good. My favorite fight scene had to be between Peter and Harry and like any of their fights. It was really good. And and the stories with Sandman and everything. And like everyone has said, combining the stories with Sandman and Venom probably wasn't the best idea.
No.
That was just too many cooks in the kitchen right there. But for what they did, they actually did pretty decent. Pretty decent. Overall, I like this movie. I liked it before, and I still like it. It's real good.
So there you go. All right, Caden, what do you have to say?
Woo! Let's wake this chat up. All right, so let's talk about this freaking film real quick. Here's what I want to say about it. After rewatching 1, 2, and 3, I prefer this one over 1. I do. I think they do more interesting things. Guess what? If you don't like that, forget you. Anyway, I think they do a little too much with the villains, like I said. Take Venom out of there. He sucks. We don't care about him. Sandman's awesome. Sorry, no Hydra Man. Forget about it.
Wow. What a diss.
The action, I'd give it 9 damn doors out of 10. The story, I really like what they did with story arcs, what Dexter was saying. I think this film is completely underrated, and if you don't like it, I'm going to put some dirt in your eye.
Oh, no.
And that's it.
Don't be stealing my gig.
Well, no, he didn't do like the whole rating system thing. He just said, don't at me, bro.
He started with action and story.
Well, I think the major thing was his dig at you about Hydro Man. I think that's the major takeaway from Caden's review.
Look, I know I go on and on about Hydro Man, but I mean, I'm just saying I would like a movie a movie focusing on Peter and MJ having issues. Then her ex comes back with hydro powers, and she has to figure out the difference between her new boyfriend and her ex.
And I hope, for your sake, that one day they do that for you.
Yeah,
in some form or fashion.
But something tells me they're not going to do it anytime soon because they want to focus on what they want, which is nonsense.
Yeah, it is nonsense that they don't want to focus on what you want.
Oh, man.
What's nonsense is they want to stick to a bland formula of repeating the same beats and same characters without trying new ones. Because, I mean, that's the thing about superhero films is that, you know, every Batman movie we've seen as of late, we've had, I don't know how many Two-Faces, how many Jokers.
2.
And
3.
And then not to mention, but that's the thing. It's either Two-Face or Joker, but no, like, and yeah, we've had 2 different Banes, but that's it. You know, we don't see like Prometheus or
yeah. I definitely want to see a third Bane now, though, played by Alex.
Yeah. Little 5'10" me. Just, yeah, I'll be super. Go ahead, Jeff.
But that's what I mean. It's like Batman and Spider-Man are great characters, not just because they have good character arcs, but because they have a vast array of villains with each with unique traits. And yet they want to focus on like a handful of them instead of exploring each and every one of them. That's one of the reasons why I was glad Mysterio was the villain of Far From Home. And yeah, basically, I feel like Hydro Man, he's like Sandman, but he's different, and that's why I want to see him. He's different.
Alrighty. Okay, so I think Retro's getting tired of our crap, so he says, I'm going to leave, see you tomorrow. All right, take care. Alpha Proto says, it takes time to get through characters. Like, I get what Jeff is saying. It's like they're just kind of repeating the same villains again and again, and they're not like showing off like the different ones. Although
I doubt you'll ever see Condiment King in a Batman film.
And I hope to God I never see Condiment King in a Batman film.
Yeah. Clock King would be pretty cool. You know, the guy who had, you know, the power of like time and stuff, sees Batman and Spider-Man attempt to arm wrestle each other as Batman breaks Spider-Man's arm right off out of complete bias.
Yeah, complete the opposite, my friend.
No, he said, he says complete bias.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, but that does give me an idea, Alex. Wink, wink.
Yes, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, cough, cough.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
Can I give my review, please, Jeff?
Sorry, I was just saying, I'm tired of the fans saying Batman can beat anyone. He's not Chuck Norris. And that stupid joke. Wolverine and Batman are the Chuck Norris of Marvel and DC. Come on, people, be realistic.
Yeah, and I could beat Chuck Norris, so.
Them are fighting words.
Fighting herds.
So as for my opinion of Spider-Man 3, I liked it a lot more than I thought I would. And I don't know, maybe it's just me getting older, and I'm a little more forgiving on some films. Although there are some other films I've seen lately where I'm just like, it's not really for me, or I found that to be completely boring. But yeah, I really did like this. I enjoyed the battle scenes a lot more, and just seeing the characters, the story arcs, especially Peter and Mary Jane. You know, they I think they both kind of hit the bottom of their specific character arcs in this movie. I do agree that throwing Venom in there was, I don't think that was a good idea. I think you could have told this story about the dark side of Peter without the black suit. But if you did have to have the black suit, I don't think you needed the Eddie Brock Venom transformation thrown in there as well. You could have saved that for another movie. And I just like the way that things were told, except the bar scene and the dance scene. As funny as those are, I think it puts a more cartoony element into the film than needed to be there. Spider-Man 2, still, I think, the best Spider-Man movie of all time. And I was thinking, like, do I like this film more than Spider-Man 1? I think I put it about on the same level, quite honestly, as Spider-Man 1. I think maybe the thing that kind of just all that almost keeps it from quite getting over on Spider-Man 1 is and I know this had to happen. Well, it happened because of the way the story was told. It was just sort of like the dour, kind of downcast way that the film ended. It's like you don't know if Spider-Man and Mary Jane are going to be okay. But that's all right. It's all right to have a story like that where you don't know if things are going to all completely turn out okay. But yeah, in that sense, maybe this storyline should have been the second film, and Spider-Man 2 should have been the third film. What a way to cap off a trilogy if it was like that.
Oh, yeah. That'd be pretty good.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm not going to give this a rating, but I enjoyed being here and watching it with you guys. And, you know, we talked about all of our sort of nitpicks and things, and it was good. It was very good, you know, being able to do that. Okay, so on to the chat. Ancient One says, as far as I recall, Batman almost got killed by the Predator in the official crossover. Well, it wasn't official, but it was a cool crossover movie.
I have that comic.
Oh, the comic. Okay, I thought he was talking about the movie.
There actually was an official comic, but then they made the fan film.
Okay, well, thank you. Oh, geez. Okay, I got to wrap this up, and then I got to end this stream real quick. Sorry, guys. I think Sony has done good with the Spider-Man villains. Even though they started 2 new series of Spidey movies, they didn't recycle villains. They kept different villains in rotation.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they did.
But they did recycle Harry and Norman.
Yeah, they did. And then Alpha Proto says, my review, although I had problems with the, I guess, film, with the finale, I liked the movie. Okay, sees the Batman Spider-Man fight as they attempt to spray each other with pesticide. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, guys, I have to go see to my mom, so unfortunately I can't do a raid. I just kind of have to end the stream and go. I'm very sorry. But guys, it's been a great stream. I hope you have a good night. May the thick be with you all, and take care, everybody. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. The stream is ending.